So many things I'm going through, so much that I wanna do. It's time to become so funny to me. Tomorrow ain't really guaranteed. So many days I thought of you. It's about time you know the truth. Have to act quickly when I fall in so many reasons why. Don't we? Don't we? Don't we? Don't we? Don't we fall in love? I don't even wanna know. So many reasons. Feel blessed that night, baby. It ain't such a load of love to know. You're the only one I never want to go. I never did know what to do. I know I never found out what to you. I just swallow each and every yes of my pride. Everything I do, I wanna feel again. Ain't no need for us to pretend why.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Guys, it's Nicki, and I took over Pierre's live. Since he wants to get on here and talk shit, he's gonna be pissed. Yeah. Make sure you guys go stream Bigfoot. I'm just saying. I'm playing. What is going on? Entertain, so today I'm coming to y'all with another. Today I'm coming to y'all with another video, you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Okay, so we are going to be doing call-ins, you guys. So make sure you guys click on that link and get backstage because it is starting to fill up. So you can give your opinion on this whole Nicki versus Megan Thee Stallion thing. So I just want to give a few more updates before I do start taking calls on this because we've talked about this whole situation, rammed it into the floor at this point. Of course, though, it's still been a whole lot of updates due to Nicki. Let me tell y'all something. The dumbest thing Nicki did was reply. Because the Barbs, the thing is with the Barbs, right? They react how Nicki reacts. So if Nicki's outraged, the Barbs are going to be outraged. If Nicki ignores, the Barbs will ignore because that's their, that's their God. Okay? So had she ignored this track, there wouldn't have been so much traction due to this diss. Of course, some people would have called her out, called her PUSSY. Oh, you're not going to reply back. You ain't nothing. She scared you. She called you out. She called out your baby father. She called you, your baby father a perv, all this time. Yeah, we would have had all that talk. But guess what? The track, I don't think would have done as well as it is right now. She literally gave Megan free promo. Free 99. You didn't even tax the girl. You just gave the bitch free promo. For what? I don't know. Now, she even does it to the point where you're going on social media giving her more promo because you doing these Twitter spaces, these station heads, it's not helping anybody but her. And she still has not replied back yet. That is power. I'm sorry. Be a barb or not, you gotta be honest. What Nicki is doing is very dumb. I don't care what anyone says. It's not smart. Okay? And apparently she has 5 more tracks in the chamber. Girl, you released the wrong track out the chamber. The wrong track got loose. Because this warning shot of a song, Bigfoot, people are really overhyping it. That's why I call it a troll track. Because that's not a diss song. You're talking in the song. Like, you're trolling. You might as well have literally clipped. This is what Nicki really could have did if she was trying to be funny. Like, since she wanted to do this whole troll type of diss track, what I would have done is clip my station head videos and my Twitter space videos, record them, use some of the audio and clip it into a song. To me, that would have achieved the goal more than putting out that song, literally wasting time in the studio over a beat and doing this. So, like, if you think you're gonna win, you're not. This is your warning, bitch, and I'm gonna get you tonight. Instead of doing all of that, you should have clipped you popping your ish on station head. I'm telling you, it would have been a much more fire. Am I lying? I'm just saying. Okay. When it comes to the whole cemetery thing, I really feel like that's like the sickest thing of the sick. I'm telling you, something really detrimental is going to happen to Nikki's family. This is all, of course, alleged, but it's just like I really do believe if you keep speaking on the dead, it will come back to bite you in the back hard, badly. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little example that y'all can relate to, that y'all seen in person. Y'all remember when I think they're cool now, so I ain't even trying to conjure up no beef. Shout out to Liddy, right? Y'all remember when Kashmir kept talking about Liddy Daddy, and then she went on South Central Baddies? Look what happened. Big Billy came. That bitch tore her ass a new frame. She didn't know what the hell was coming to her. That was her karma. You do stuff like this, and you kept talking about people's deceased people, it will come back one way or another. I'm telling you. I've seen it happen before. So it's gonna come back to her in ways that she will not expect, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, why is this going wrong? Why is this going wrong? Why is that going wrong?" But like, and another thing too, I feel like this will affect Nicki's tour more than she thinks it will, because if Megan's going on tour, right? She said she's going on tour this year. Who knows when she's gonna drop her album, and who knows when she's going to drop that tour date. You're also going to be doing some cross promotion if you release any more tracks. Because if you release any more diss tracks, you're still giving her free promo. You shouldn't be the one dissing her. She should be the one dissing you. Because you're a bigger artist than she is. That's like beefing with your son. Why am I beefing with my son if I birthed you? Why am I beefing with my daughter if you came out of my puss? I'm not beefing with you. You beefing with me. You get what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Okay. Now, Whack 100, this nigga, like, he loves, like, Blueface is in jail. Like, he don't know what to do. He doesn't have his usual bottom that he has to bend over. So he has nothing better to do than to conjure up these damn rumors and alleged acts and videos that exist. So Neighborhood Talk says Wag 100 says Megan Thee Stallion's career will be over once alleged suppressed video of Tory Lanez pow pow incident surfaces. This little Asian girl followed them from the time they saw them in the car. Rosa, was that you? Let me stop. Shout out to Rosa. Was that you, Rosa? Okay, I don't believe this at all. The reason why is because if this footage exists, best believe it would have been got dropped around the time that the trial was going on, not years later. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, why now? It just like, that's not gonna, like, come on now. Like, that would have been dropped. So I don't believe it. I think it's pure cap. I feel like he's trying to get attention out of it. And Nicki also made this comment and basically said that Megan's trying to get like a Rihanna moment. Now, bad gal Rihanna has been staying out of the business. Okay? She's been minding her biz, being a billionaire, and you bring her name in the bullshit. I know she doesn't appreciate that. Do I think Megan was wanted to have a Rihanna moment with this whole situation? No. The reason why I say it, none of these situations really at all. Rihanna's situation is a completely different situation because there were other parties involved. With Megan's situation, it's still a whole lot of speculation around it because we still don't specifically know what happened that exact day. When it comes to Rihanna's situation, we know what happened. We seen the mugshot. Not the mugshot, we seen the pictures of her face bruised up. There's no speculating around that. So of course everybody sided with Rihanna. People still hate Chris Brown to this day because a man put his hands on a woman. But of course, people still speculated that, she may have caused him to hit her. But still, a man put his hands on a woman. With the Megan situation, there's a lot of things that are unclear. So I don't think she was looking for a Rihanna moment. Those two situations to me are completely isolated. It doesn't make any sense to me.
How you going, Gail King? She wanted to be honest, this is so obvious. She wanted a Rihanna moment.
Somebody in the comments said, before I continue the audio, they say, think Nicki meant Megan wanted to be a poster child for a situation like Rihanna was for DV, hence why she wanted her Rihanna moment. But y'all got to understand, the reason why I say those two situations don't compare, because if you really think about it, that wasn't a DV type of situation, Megan's situation, because it was more than one it was more than those just two involved. It was other people. So it was more so like a group friend type of melee that went wrong versus just two people in a relationship fighting and arguing. Because Kelsey was in the car, we had the security, like it was other people there. So that's why I don't consider it the same.
Meant so bad.
What do you mean?
Because y'all the same ones that say Kelsey, is the one who pop out her, right? That's not DV. That's not relationship DV. I'm just saying.
Let me finish. Wait, is this what's your name, babe? Is this the person I like, or is this the person I don't like?
I don't know.
Are you the girl that just spoke?
No, I'm just the girl.
I don't know. I'm not.
No, that's the girl. I'm the guy girl.
Which one is the one I don't like today, right now? That was getting my nerves right before I got on.
That's Jameson. I get on everybody's nerves, Nicki. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So sweetheart, the person that just spoke, what's your name, Mama? Because I don't want to keep calling you Mama.
I'm Dory.
Okay, Dory. Okay. So Dory, ask what you said again, Mama, because I didn't.
Because you said she wanted a Rihanna moment, so I wanted to know which Rihanna moment.
Well, you now you
like that audio to me was crazy. Like Nicki needs to take a book out of Beyonce's book. Beyonce would be on the internet talking to fans like this. I'm sorry. I just feel like once you get to a certain level, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, interact with your fan base, but you shouldn't be talking with them about negative type situations. I'm sorry. It's just like no. That it just looks crazy. It makes you look like insane that you're gossiping about a negative situation with fans. You should be talking about them about what's your favorite chunk on Pink Friday. Like this is what you should really be doing. I would respect her if she was doing stuff like that and sort of like this would be a shady way for her to do it and still be a key. Talking about Pink Friday with her fans while Megan dropped that his track. Acting as if the track didn't even exist. That the social media coverage on that his track, it would have went beep, 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 beep down, just like it did, just like Cobra did, if we really want to be honest. I'm just saying, I just feel like she played this card the wrong way. I know a lot of people are saying that she played it smart by giving her like a little warning shot, and that's why Megan, isn't replying back. I just think Megan's not replying back because she knows Nicki looks like a plumb fool. So she's playing it smart because if she replies back, you ever heard that saying, like, if you get in a fight with a crackhead, they're not going to know who the crackhead is? Right now, she don't want to get in a fight with a crackhead because she don't want to look like a crackhead. I'm not saying Nicki do crap, but y'all know the saying, okay? That was the wrong saying because the girl's gonna eat me up, but whatever. Y'all get what I mean. All right, I'm gonna start taking callers. What is going on, Mary Jane?
Hi, Pierre. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So, what
Okay.
you think of this whole situation?
This is messy. This is messy. Like the last few days on the internet has just been overwhelming almost. But I think, okay. I'm going to start off by saying this.
Mhm.
I am not a Megan fan. I
Okay.
know they gonna go insane because I guess you gotta
No,
be a Megan
listen, y'all
fan.
come up here with your own opinions. You could be a barb. I want to talk to a barb tonight.
I think I am more so a Barb.
Okay, no, it's okay. Like I say, I don't shame no opinions. I like friendly discussions.
I
Okay.
I honestly feel like Megan is she is really like sneaky. You ever just met somebody or just
Mhm.
seen somebody like that's popular in school and stuff, and
Right.
they just give like teachers pet, like they got to where they was by kind of finessing their
They made the
way,
honor
being
roll
sneaky.
by kissing the teacher's butt low key.
Right,
Okay.
right. So
Okay.
that's kind of what, and I used to be a fan of Megan's, but I kind of seen her social climbing and kind of how she kind of was doing certain people and how she was just hanging around certain people. And Nikki is a fire sign,
Mhm.
and I'm a Leo, but Nikki is a Sagittarius. And we are really big on like loyalty and like when you got a certain group of people that you mess with,
Mhm.
that's the people you mess with. So I feel like Nikki, being a fire sign, kind of looked at that situation and was like, you know, you flip flopping, like you a flip flopper. And to me, I feel the same way. So I feel like Megan throws a lot of rocks and has her hands, and she's so
Mhm.
slick about it that people don't kind of see it because people pay attention to Nikki. So Nikki
Mhm.
say anything, and people gonna be like, "Oh, you heard what she said," But it's Megan, so I feel like a lot of people, if it ain't nothing about her foot, ain't nobody gonna really
Right.
pay too much attention.
Now with the diss track, right? Do you feel like you feel like Nikki should have responded back as quickly as she did? Because it was hours later that she just was going off about this Megan's Law situation because she never said her name in the song. So she could have been just referring to herself, saying that and made up her own law as Megan's Law because she always winning cases. What you think?
Okay, Nikki, she definitely lost me there. And I
Mm,
love Nikki, but she
mhm.
lost me there. I don't think she should have. I think she should have waited. If she was gonna say something, I think she should have. You know how she did Red Ruby to Sleep, and she said,
Right,
she don't mess with horses. It's Christopher Reeves.
right,
That's fine. I think she should have been like real slick about it, and I
right,
think she should have did it like in a little bit more time. I don't think she should have did it real fast. I
right.
did feel like it was more like strategic, but I feel like her kind of going on this internet rant kind of made her look the the bad guy in the situation.
My whole
And I
thing was
don't
it helped Megan's track. That's what made it work. You never want to help the enemy. Like that's oh my god.
You never do. And you never want to look too bothered either. Like you want to
Right.
you look bothered to the whole world at this point. Everybody thinks you look bothered. So and then I feel like the last thing I was gonna say was that about this cemetery thing.
Yes.
I feel like when it comes to Megan, she gets this pardon my saying, but I feel like
Mhm.
she gives a lot she get a lot of white people privilege because
Ooh.
she gets around she's a lot of she around a lot of industry people,
Mhm.
and she's around all these like sophisticated white people, and they get all this money, and I think because ain't nobody really had the same reaction when they outed Nikki's father's
Mhm.
gravestone. So I feel like, like I feel like because it's Megan, like they do certain things. Like she gets a different type of like cushion, like a kind of like a white girl cushion, I feel like. But that's just my opinion.
You feel like she has like some sort of privilege in the industry that other rap girls wouldn't be able to get because of her affiliation with B&J?
Yeah, I think she has the black girl token. That's what I feel like it's called. I feel like, when they pick like which black girl, which one of the black rap girls are we gonna pick, I feel like it's Megan, cause she's a real chameleon. She knows how to kind of fit in and kind of say what you want them to say to kind of get to where you need to be. So I feel like she's really picked her. She really has played the game really well. So I feel like she just has this real, she got connections to a lot of people, and that's what I think.
Someone says she's the black Regina George. Now, what do you think about the dead mama thing? Lied on your dead mama, lied on your dead mama. Because Nicki's turning into a damn a poetry at this point. What do you think about that verse and that line? And do you think her bringing up her deceased mom, she would get some sort of karma for that?
Absolutely. First of all, I don't play with spirits at all. I don't even speak none of that into existence. But I think that Nikki, I don't know if I don't know what's going on with Nikki, but I really feel like she shouldn't have crossed that line, because I feel like she's just been trying to pick at Megan online just to try to get like a reaction out of Megan. But I don't think Megan's gonna give her a reaction. So I think Nikki kind of has to calm down. She needs to kind of reflect and be like, okay, at this point, I'm just trying to get a reaction and I'm not gonna get it. So I
Mhm.
just need to calm down and let it go until further notice, anyways.
Right. Now, what do you think should be Megan's next move in regards to this whole thing? Because, like I said, like you said, she has been quiet. So you think she should come with another track and kind of put a little diss in there again?
I believe that Megan, she got a lot of stuff going on. I think she's about to like, she just released her tour, like her, she's supposed to be going on tour this year during the summer. She got an album coming out, so I think she should wait until her album comes out to
Hmm.
kind of maybe make a diss song, like kind of how Nicki did, like a troll song. I think she needs to come out with sort of like a song dedicated to Nicki. And I think that Nicki should wait any of them songs that she got in the archives. She needs to wait until Megan make her first move next. Nicki should not be putting the first chess piece up next. It should be Megan, and Megan should wait until she gets some good songs out there, because I don't think her like her list of tracks right now,
Hmm.
since she been coming out, nothing's really been hitting. So I think she needs to focus on the music right now,
You not
because
a two. Wait, you talking about Megan or Nikki?
Megan.
Megan. Oh, so you wasn't a Traumazine fan?
No, I just think this is not her era. I feel like when she first
Ooh.
came onto the scene, we was really into that kind of how Sexy Red is right now.
Yeah.
We wanted to dance to her, and I feel like we got a lot of, she's really trying to go into like this area where she's kind of going dark and all this like snake stuff, and I just
I've
don't
been
think
seeing
that
that a lot. A lot of people are saying a lot of her imagery is satanic. It's like the No Lil Nas X route.
absolutely, and I think a lot of people already are kind of sense a lot of negativity, and so I feel like she should steer toward away from that kind of dark scenery
Hmm.
and go towards this party Megan that everybody kind of likes. And I feel like she should kind of get off of this whole like Tory Lanez train. I think she should really try to rid herself of all this drama and really focus on like getting the girls back, because the girls ain't on her team no more.
Mm. All right. Any final thoughts?
No, but have a great night. I'll be in the chat. So thank
Period.
you, Pierre. Have a
Yeah,
good
all right,
one.
night. Like I said, I want all types of opinions. If you're a Barb, call in. If you were a hottie, I want to hear from the hotties. I want to hear from everybody. Okay, what's up, Leandra?
Hey Pierre, how are
What's
you?
up?
Um, I just feel like this whole situation is so stupid to me because I feel like the song wasn't even really, it was more for Drake and like her male counterparts than it was for Nicki.
Mm.
That's what I feel like, because if you listen to the song, he got worst of it. He got the worst of it more
That
than
is
Nicki did.
true. She basically called him a little a hot body girl.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's why I feel like my theory is correct on that. Nicki been not liking Megan. Even when she went on the live with her, I felt like Nicki just doesn't like competition. And she sees that Megan is competition, obviously, as we see.
You
So
think she's
she,
threatened by the pen?
yeah,
I can
because
see that.
like she didn't even say your name, you know? And then you've been subbing her for like years now. And
Right.
she even said today on the Joe Budden, whatever that was, she was saying how she's been had Bigfoot in the vault for like 6 years. I don't know. She said that. I don't know.
You
She
know,
said
I did
six
see
years.
that. She did say that.
So you've been not liking her. That's what that tells me. And we have no receipts on Megan like coming at Nicki. It's just like they're going through her old tweets. It's nothing where she showed Nicki nothing but love. So this energy is weird to me.
Now, what do you think about the line, the dead mama? A lot of your dead mama. A lot of. Do you feel like she's going to get some karma back for speaking on the deceased?
Of course. Like, I don't know. It's like you just, no matter if you get karma back or not, you just shouldn't speak on the dead. Like,
Hmm.
let her rest in peace. And I just wanted to, because the other caller said that one of the fans leaked her dad's grave site.
Hmm.
That's not true.
Oh,
It was Nicki's fan page that acted like it was Cardi's fan page that leaked that.
oh,
So
okay.
they were trying to make it like
Because I
this
didn't never
person.
heard that until that other caller said it. I never heard of the her father's gravesite being leaked.
That was not true, actually. It was one of her fans that were trying to start something to make it like pop in the blogs because they
Like,
saw
of
that she
course,
was
we
getting
heard of the
hit.
house getting swatted and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then I want to speak on that too because Nicki's house is not the only house that got swatted. Cardi's house got swatted too.
That's
It's a
true.
whole video on Twitter right now of her house getting swatted. So like this whole victim thing to me is funny because it's
Ooh.
just not adding up. You trying to play victim, but I don't see it for you. I just don't see you as the victim. And then with the Rocky Nation thing, it's her management. They're supposed to promote her. They're supposed to invite her to brunches. Like that's what
What's
they're
up with the
supposed to
brunch,
do.
girl? I so let me tell you something. I laughed so hard when Nikki said, "You get invited to the Rock Nation brunches as if it's like this elite thing. We get it's big
Right.
and there's celebrities there, but like, come on now, it's not the Grammys,
Right. If Jason Lee can get invited to the Rock Nation brunch, anybody can. So
right?"
I don't understand why she keep bringing up the brunch thing. It's just she's trying to play victim. But it's like nobody likes you because, well, I stopped liking her when she married that man.
I feel
That's when
like
I
that
stopped.
man is what caused you to
Yes,
not be a Barb no longer.
yes, and other people too. And
Mm,
because she was supposed to have a whole documentary coming out like 2 years ago, I think, and HBO Max dropped her,
yeah.
and it was stuff circulating that it was because of who she married. They didn't want to
Mm,
work with her because that looks bad on them. So I
right.
feel like that's a big reason why the industry doesn't really want to work with her like that anymore.
One thing I didn't like, okay, when Nikki was mad about the song or whatever, she kept mentioning you're talking about my son. Or my whole
Hmm.
thing is the law to me doesn't directly relate to your son. It directly relates to your husband and his situation. Your son has nothing to do with that. He wasn't even alive when that happened. So that's what bothered me about her speaking, saying about my family and
Hmm.
son and Papa Bear and all that, because it's really your husband, not your son.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And
let's be
then
technical.
it's not really Megan's fault that your husband did the things that he did. I don't want to say the word because,
Right, right.
but it's
No.
not. It's not. It's not her fault that your husband and your brother and your dad did the things that's under the law. Like it's not their fault. Maybe don't
Right,
marry those people. Maybe don't support those people. Like you gotta hold yourself accountable
right.
at some point. And then the whole abortion thing, like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm sorry. The whole that
No,
whole
it's
thing.
too late. It's good. You good, good, good.
I would tell my friend that too. Like, I'm sorry, but you're having a baby by a man that's done some terrible things that still is in the streets right now as we speak. I would tell her that too. Like, just get rid of the baby. Sorry, like.
So do you feel like that's kind of why Megan kind of, kind of gave her that tip, like, hey, you should, go to the clinic real quick because she probably already kind of at that time knew about him because that was around the time people started doing their research and finding out Mr. Petty, has like a dirty background.
Yeah, I 100% think that. And we as friends, we always like be joking with our friends, like, girl,
Hmm.
don't
Right.
have that baby, girl. Just I don't think it was that serious. And then it's like you have a problem with it now. It was a whole
I will say in
year
the defense of her, she's always had that problem. I remember her saying this before.
that
So
she's
I've
had
heard
that
of that
problem.
before. She's always had that. That has been one of her main issues with her, is that whole unaliving of the child. Like I don't think she's ever forgiven her for that. She's always said that. I do remember that. Yes.
But you don't know why giggling with her though
Hmm.
about it after it had happened the first time. So I'm just getting like she's trying to play victim, but I don't see the victim. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Now, what do you feel like Megan's next step should be? Because here's what I'm thinking. If we really want to keep the games going, as crazy as it is, you know how Eminem used to be the biggest troller. Now he's trolling
Mhm.
damn Benzino with no neck. I don't know
Yeah.
why he don't leave that man alone. She could really kind of pull an Eminem with, you know how Eminem used to do in his music videos. He used to troll celebrities that he didn't like.
Mhm.
I feel like, what if she does a little Nicki parody in one of her videos instead of dissing her? And if she reacts off of that, then she's really gonna look insane because anybody could look like anybody. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
I
What do you
think
think Megan next step should be?
she just needs to leave it alone in general. Like, don't pay Nicki no mind. I feel like because one, I'm tired of seeing this. Second, it's obviously something more wrong with Nicki right now. Obviously, like it's something more
You think
deep.
she's unhinged at the moment?
Yeah,
It is a little
like
unhinged.
it's something deeper wrong with her. Like just let it be. That's what I would do. I would just let it be. And then all the things that she's saying is not even true. So why am I entertaining this? Is not even true, you know?
Right. All right. Any final thoughts?
The song was so bad. It's
Oh.
the
Now,
song is
which
bad.
one? Which one?
Bigfoot, of course.
Okay, I thought he was at here. Okay, we gotta be clear.
No,
Okay, okay, thank you.
it was bad, and I hated the end. Like it made my ears hurt a little bit.
Not your ears hurt.
It did. Like I swear, I'm not lying. It made my ears hurt.
You don't like the.
No,
I'm
it.
telling you, every time she does that, I cringe. I'm like, oh my god.
I cringed so hard when I heard that. And everybody get his to number one. Barbs, don't
Oh,
come for me because y'all like doxing people. Don't dox me. And then if you come to my door, you're getting put down. I live in Texas. If you
child, y'all play these internet games too much on my stuff.
don't no, don't try it.
Okay.
Keep it cute.
Lily
We can
said,
all
keep it
have
cute
different
and keep that
opinions.
ish on mute on my son.
We can have different opinions. Let's be grown.
Thank you, social calling in.
Hmm.
No. Oh man. Someone said Pierre is a genius. I'm telling you, I feel like if they're gonna keep dissing each other, that would be that's what I would do next if I was Megan. Like if she's gonna continue talking all that crap, I wouldn't even waste my time as to putting another diss verse in there until she drops another song. I would do the Eminem route. I'll do a video. It would be like a regular song for a regular video, and I would make her do a little parody and have a little parody of her looking crazy. That's what I would do if I was her. Just because the whole dead mother situation. If I was Megan, because like you play with me, I play with you. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, what's going on, Courtney?
Me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make sure I was ready for real. Hey there. I'm a long time listener. It's my first time calling in. I am
Okay.
a hottie. Like Lily said, you bring it to my front door, and I'm gonna put you back where you belong.
Okay.
I do tote, and I do, I do go to the range.
Okay.
It's
Not
not
you guys
happening.
giving pre warnings before y'all
I
give
just
y'all
want y'all to
opinion.
know that because I love the Lord and I do believe that I'm protected. So if you're not getting the pow pow, I'm gonna put you in a shoe or you
Okay.
gonna go in the freezer. Like it's not. But yeah, I just want to pray over this live right now and that nobody gets dogs. Like that's just so dark sided.
It really is though. I feel like the dogs are a little too far. Like we can have our opinions on here. Like
And
Jesus
and it's
Christ.
not even just that, but it's just so many crazy people that's not even involved in stand wars that can take that opportunity to go and do all kind of stuff with people information. And I feel like that's what people are waiting for. I feel like
Right.
everybody's mad that Megan is not unalive. That's what everybody's mad about.
Ooh.
Everybody's mad she's not unalive. They mad that she's not paralyzed or she not disabled or that she's still
Mhm.
able to pop that thing the way she was before.
They want
That's
you
really
saying
why
the girlies wanted her in a wheelchair, basically.
yeah, like everybody's mad. If I was mad, I would get the Ludacris sample with the big shoe when he used to do them shoes, or then he used to do the superstar shoe. Since everybody want to talk about feet, I
Mhm.
would get Ludacris the doom to doom to doom. When I move, you move. Because
Just like
anytime they
that.
move,
Okay.
yeah, when anytime they move, that's when everybody got something to say. So I just feel like it's just wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. At the end of the day, if Nicki had all these feelings and all of that, she just let her intrusive thoughts win. I feel like this is something that you should have kiki with your friends. It should have been like a secret, like hush hush, because it just made her look really crazy.
Now, what
It
did
just,
you think of the track Bigfoot?
oh my lord. I feel like Nicki did herself and all of her fans and all of us really a disservice because
Mhm.
I don't feel like she's taking it as serious as it is. Because at the end of the day, Nicki is the queen, and in her mind, she could get on the track and do like a long fart, like a, and everybody is gonna go crazy, and we got to get her to number one. So she
That
need to
is
get,
true, though.
she need
The
to get some,
bars
she
will
need
be
to
like,
get
"Oh
on
my
ice twice.
god,
No,
that's
y'all
the
not
sound of
understanding.
music."
She's trolling y'all because she's saying with the fart that y'all she shitted y'all out. Y'all are her poo poos. Like that's what it gives me. I just feel like she did us all a disservice by not taking it serious. She should have everything that she did online. She didn't really have no tea. Everything that she said has already been said. It's nothing new. You repeated everything you just said online, and now you got on the track and you was whispering. It was given like remember when Nowadays TV didn't really have no mics on the
Right.
girls, so it's like you gotta turn your sound all the way up to hear what
Put
they
the
say,
phone
and then
next to
they
your ear.
and then they start yelling. Now you gotta turn all the way back down. Like it just really wasn't. It really wasn't giving what it was supposed to have gave, and I'm really
Mm.
just disappointed, honestly, because this could have been epic. This could have been Biggie and Tupac all over again.
Now, what do you say to the girlies that are saying it was a warning? Because it was a warning. That's why I call it a trolling track. I don't feel. I
I
don't.
feel,
I can't call it a diss track.
regardless of whatever it is, it
Mhm.
made her look crazier. It made her look crazy. She should have came harder because at the end of the day, Megan's doing a rollout for her album. So,
Right.
like you said, this is giving her all this free promo. It is because
Free promo.
I
Oh,
ain't bought music. I don't even think I ever bought music on iTunes. Auntie went and downloaded iTunes back on her phone because she ain't got no storage. So
right. And you bought the
she went and
song.
I went and downloaded it
You
because
see what I'm
now
saying?
y'all taking it too far. Y'all
You see
brought
what
Miss
I'm
Holly
saying?
up. Y'all
Like you're
brought Miss Holly
forcing
up from
people
the
into
dead.
supporting
Now
her.
I have to go and download the song. Now we have to get it to number one. And now I'm gonna keep playing it
Exactly.
on repeat like the Barbs do. Because
That's
the
why you
Barbs
don't give your haters free promo. Because next thing you know, everybody that you like that like you, they gonna start paying attention to them because they gonna be like, "What y'all got you so bothered?" I made that mistake before. I'm telling you, don't ever do
if
it.
it's not, yeah, like, and then she already said a hit dog is gonna holler. I would have sold my mouth closed. I would have glued my mouth closed. I would have nothing inside of me would have been able to respond. If somebody say a hit dog gonna holler and you didn't say their name, and now I've been going crazy to 72 hours in a song with 17 versions of whispers.
Not 17 versions. Okay.
Just
Now,
know.
what do you think Megan's Next Step should do? So, do you think she should come with another track and have some distance in there, or just act like this never existed, let it blow over? Like, what do you think she should do?
I don't feel like she should. I feel like she should do everything she was already planning on doing. I don't feel like this should stop her from changing or doing anything other than rolling out her album. Period. Like
Mm,
continue to put out your songs that you already had. I don't feel like she needs to make any. Like she said, she don't have to put her name on a thing. Okay, like
that's
and stand
true.
on it. And like she said, you gonna be the one spiraling. You're spiraling. You're spiraling. It's giving you need to get the socks with the grips and they need to
That's
put that jacket. They need to put that jacket that wrap you around and hug onto yourself before you slip away.
this.
That's what it's giving me. And Megan is she done posted she back at the gym. Ugh,
Mm,
you gotta, I feel like Megan should just keep doing what she was gonna do, and everything she said is already like the other caller said. We ain't tapped in on all the dudes that she was talking about because we've been so worried about you know, Miss Mamas over here, we ain't even get a chance to really clock all the dudes that was really getting
that's true
they
because it
mixed
was.
in
I
too.
believe it was the baby, Blueface, Party. Those were the main three that she was coming at.
Yes, and then
And
everybody's trying
Drake.
to, and everybody tried to rope Rihanna into it. The R. Kelly line was not about Rihanna. Mostly it was about Tasha K because she had released some sort of R. Kelly remix not too long ago, and she had been doing a lot of talking on Meg, and I think allegedly she might have been on the payroll as well, like how she was for Miss Cardi B. So I
Mhm.
also do think if Megan does do anything, she need to take it to the courtroom, like she said in
Mm,
NBA. Everybody that's doing all of these lies and saying all these things, it's time to pay for it. Yeah.
gotcha. Any final thoughts?
Everybody liked the video. I went back and made sure all my likes was up, so y'all need to go do the same.
Period. Thank you so much for calling in, Courtney. All right, make sure you guys please hit that like button. Nah, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, because I thought I was like, say, what? How that?
What's up, no face, no case?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Well, first of all,
Uh-huh.
I wanna say in my
Yes.
Nicki Minaj
I
voice. Hold on,
was about
hold
to say,
on,
why are you talking like
hold on.
that?
I'm over it. I'm over the voice. That's number one. Can we please get rid of the voice?
I
Um,
hate it.
I'm telling you, I'm done with it. But yes, I feel like Nicki is too legendary to go out this sad. I feel like she is really stooping very, very low. It's giving sad at this point. Um, I want to say this.
Mhm.
I really believe that Nicki has some involvement in putting out Megan's mother's grave information.
Ooh.
I think she to me, Nick, I'm sorry, Barbs. Y'all can say and feel how you want.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just say how I see it. I think Nikki to me is like a little witch. She's evil. She's very evil, and I can see right through her.
You feel
Yes,
like she was the one who kind of put like that address out there to the Barbs, so that way the Barbs can all, locate it
yes,
and made the Barbs get it out there. Okay.
yes, and I won't be surprised if she actually contacted Megan Laws. I don't know the girl, the God rest her soul.
Right.
Name her.
The father.
The yeah. After Monique put it out there, and she's like,
Which Moniz, mind your business. Like, I'm sorry, but Moniz,
yes.
like, you didn't even have to get involved in this to do all this hoopla. Talking about, I seen her crying on the internet talking about she gonna get her gang banging cousins on the bars. I'm like,
Girl,
you should never said not the bars, but I guess the hotties or whatever, and people. I'm like, come on, like,
come on, should I
really?
get my grandpa, the sheriff? Girl, we don't care who you get. We don't care.
Not the sheriff from Baddies South.
I'm telling you, not your grandpa, the sheriff. I'm like, girl, when she said that, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? But I was done with her. But let me see. Meg, you know what I feel like her next thing is?
Mhm.
I feel like she gonna beat Nicki Minaj AWS.
You feel like they're gonna run into each other at an
I
awards show and an
I
event.
mean, how can
I
they
feel the
not
same
run
way.
into? How can they not run into each other? Then you keep talking about this girl Bigfoot. Megan is a stallion. We already know that. She is tall. Was she supposed to have little feet?
That is true. A horse does have big hooves.
I mean, the bigger the foot, the bigger the step on you with, my dear. Like, come on. Like,
Okay.
no. And I'm just really disappointed in her and for her stupid low. And I did see something like this girl was saying,
Mhm.
it's so normal for rap male to say what they've done to other people's parents or talk about how
Yeah,
they're
but they're
dead.
street dudes. Nikki's not a
Right.
street girl. Her man is a street nigga, but she not a street girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but what they're trying to say, and we got some male that's out there that's claiming to be street, but really not. They never really probably
Exactly.
lived a day of street life in their life,
Exactly.
you know. But I feel like, what was I about to say about that? Darn, I'm sorry.
No, good.
It slipped my mind. But yeah, I mean, oh yeah, but the male thing, it's rap, so I guess that's what they're saying. They're not looking at it as gender. They're saying it doesn't matter,
Right.
because it's a female rap thing. I guess the same rules can apply, but it is stupid and a little low for her to be of her status. Everybody looking at you differently. Um, and I
I just feel like
heard,
it's like Beyonce beefing with damn Mooney Long. Like she would look
yeah,
insane. Like people would be like, "Bitch, are you crazy?"
I think Nicki needs to stop thinking that everybody has to praise her. I'm gonna go Natalie Nunn. She's entitled, Pierre. She's
Not
entitled. Nicki,
entitled.
you're
Oh my
entitled. You're entitled, Nicki.
god.
That's how I feel. Like you just been, you was in the game for a long time by yourself that she really didn't have any competition. And now, things is changing. We got new girls coming in. You got to embrace them. And you was upset and trying to go after Kim. Now the tables are turning. She don't
You feel
like
like this is
anybody.
her karma for Kim.
Yes.
Ooh.
She didn't show Kim any respect. And Kim was listed as the queen bee of rap,
Yes.
Now you want to be the queen and the only queen. No, it's many queens out here, honey. Everybody got their own position, everybody got their own thing going on. And their rap to me is different. To me, Nicki's a little bit more pop to me. Well, in the beginning, her music was pop. She got a mixture, but I don't think they should compare each other's style. I just feel like when Meg went to do the track with Cardi, that's when she's like, "Oh, you're my enemy now." She believes everybody needs to be on the same page as her.
Do you feel like a lot, because she attributes a lot of their falling out for that one live that you saw when they were in that little cheetah print, and when the heel and everything was out, that's when they called her Bigfoot, and she mentioned the unaliving of Papa Bear. So do you feel like that's an actual reasoning that she does not really fully make it like that, or do you think she's just using that as a reasoning to get the public to not like her?
Definitely using it as a reason. She's using it as an excuse. She's bringing Papa Bear in it because, first of all, nobody cares about your husband. So if they say, "Oh, innocent baby," Meg came after her baby. But what about when you were talking about Cardi B, baby? When Cardi was about to knock your behind between the sofa and the refrigerator, and you was like, I heard Cardi say, "Talk about my kid again. Talk about my kid again." Remember that?
Yes.
So
when they were beefing on Cardi got on Instagram Live.
Well, no, when they was at the gala or something like that. And
Cardi yes, with Rashida.
Yep, and she kept saying, "Talk about my kid again. Talk about my kid again." I believe I believe everything that Nicki is trying to say that Meg is doing, buying views, buying people to talk about against her or bots and all that. I believe that's what Nicki is doing. I believe she's calling her broke and all this other stuff. Like, I don't think I know Nicki isn't broke, but she's not as hot as she was when she came out. Now, Nicki got her fans. She's going to always have her fans, but her sales are probably not like that anymore. And I believe she feel like, hey, I'm going down. That one line, and this girl did never mention your name. Why are you so upset?
Do you feel like that the Megan's Law thing, will Megan face legal ramifications from it? Because I feel like she won't, because my whole thing is it could easily get thrown out. And the reason why I say this is because, one, I don't think it was used in a bad intent. And then two, she could easily say, I'm talking about my name, and I just use law next to it. Because her name is Megan, and it's spelled the same exact way.
Well, listen, you got Young Thug in jail right now, and they're going crazy over rap lyrics. So, and because, what happened, you can't tell no one how to grieve. And if he feels like that is a bother to him, he can use that. Now, I did do a reading, and I kept getting something about court paperwork filed and all that. So that lets me know that's what this come in at. And
did it when you did the reading, did it come across as he's going to get a potential victory out of this, or
I did get victory, you won on something. So I don't know. You know what? I'll have to go back and see what I had said in the reading. It's posted on my channel, but it kept saying something about court work, and it kept saying it on Nicki's side and Meg's side. That's why I feel like Nicki may have something to do with it, with trying to help them, pursue it or saying something to them.
Right.
I don't know. She's just really going outside to link up with ops, to go on a rant for days. And when I did the reading, honey, it says she ain't through. She got more music coming out about it. She's not done. She is not done.
You have to deal with the whole February with this. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, I just wish, Nicki would do better. I'm gonna just say this. I think Meg is gonna beat her behind. I'm not
Ooh.
lying. I think they're gonna get in a fight.
I was
You
thinking that the other day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking the exact same thing.
yes, you come on now. You talking about this girl mother.
Yeah.
And then I see that y'all was talking about her going through this dark area. She's coming out of a dark area, and I believe the snake, when it sheds its skin, it's become something new. A new skin and stuff like that. I think it has something behind it, more meaning behind it. I don't believe it's just like dark and satanic or anything. And I believe when she told her about the abortion, like the young lady that was just on, a lot of girls, young women say that to their friends. Like she said, girl, you better hot girl summer. How you gonna be a hot girl and you're pregnant? So she probably was just joking. I don't think
Joking
it's like
manner.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say. It's sad, you're a legend, girl. You don't have to do all that. You don't.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys please go to her YouTube, you guys. No Face No Case on YouTube. She does readings on a lot of the hot topics that I cover. Okay, what is going on, Mean?
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Oh, hi. Well, how do we start it? I didn't really. I want this all to be over, to be honest, because I feel like it is gonna end up in a fight. I felt the same way like the last lady felt. Like I feel like Megan is gonna fight her, or
I
they're gonna
do
fight
agree.
each other. Even though I don't want to, I don't want Megan to respond at all, because she already said what she said in the song. She said she was gonna lay it to rest, let that lay to rest. Like she said what she said. That's it. Do you have any questions? I don't know.
Yeah. So, what do you think of both tracks that were put out? Do you feel like she should have spit an actual real verse in that in her Bigfoot track, or do you think what she put out was okay? Like this whole warning shot.
No, I didn't like it. It's pretty trash.
Ooh.
But I do feel like she could have did better, being as though you snapped out for 72 hours. So it's like, and the fact that you said you had that in the vault for 6 years, and it
Now I
sounds.
feel like she added some more things. I don't think that I don't think Lotto your damn mama was in the vote for 6 years. I'm
That's what I'm
sorry.
saying. Like I'm like you
Nikki try to come on now.
I don't know. Like maybe you switched it up. You changed the
Right.
lyrics because it wasn't that great. I don't know, but she. It was. I don't know. I do. You did make a video about it being a troll song, and I
Right.
was like, I felt like that too. Like I was telling everybody I was having a conversation with. I felt like it was a troll song. Sorry, it was a troll song to get it on the charts.
Yes.
To show that even if she's not serious, she can make it on the charts regardless.
Gotcha.
And I was like, all right, I do understand that.
That's why I'm telling you, I feel like the smartest thing for her to do, instead of doing this track, she should have clipped all of the stuff that she said on Station Head and Twitter Spaces and made it a compilation and put it into a song. I feel like that would have ate even more, because it would have been like, I talked about you and I put music behind it, and I did better than you actually writing a verse and all. You get what I'm saying? I think that would have been even more of a eating.
But I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't really like the song because of the dead mama thing.
About the whisper?
The dead mama thing.
Oh, the dead mama thing. Okay.
You really, I'm a spiritualist, so you really shouldn't play with other people's dead like that, because it will come back. And she's saying all that, and your father is also gone too. So it's like, why are you playing like that with people's dead?
Now, would Megan be wrong if she mentioned Nicki's deceased father?
She would also be wrong. I just don't think my dad should be mentioned
at all.
At all.
Okay.
Like I don't even think, that's why I'm like, I don't think Megan would even go there, because even Megan says it in her interview. She says when things bother her, she don't really care unless it's cutting like too deep, but like she tries to ignore it. most
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? She's
I
saying
think
some
Megan's team is doing a good job of keeping her off of socials. I don't think she's seeing any of these posts. I don't think she's seeing any of these tweets. I don't think she's hearing any of these Twitter spaces and station heads. I think her team is knows that mentally she's a little fragile. Not nothing wrong with her mentally, but meaning like she could be easily triggered. So I think that they keep her away from like probably
yeah.
scrolling, if you
I
get
feel
what I
that same
mean.
way. I feel that
Yes.
same way. Like they definitely do keep her away from that. Because even when you seen it was a lot
Because
of
imagine your mom passed away, somebody trolling you like that. Like some
yeah,
people
like
would
playing with
snap.
your mom like that. Like no, I wouldn't do that. And the fact that Nicki Minaj is doing that, and the fact that she was ready to go live after his came out, I don't know. Like I'm just like I don't know. But about what that lady said about Megan being sneaky, I
Mhm.
don't understand why many people think that about Megan.
It's because of the whole Kelsey situation. So a lot of people have felt like she slept with Tori behind Kelsey's back. So they deem her sneaky because of that one reason. Plus also numerous things that have been said about her due to other people that she's either worked with allegedly and also have dealt with. So that's why
Mm.
that
Oh,
image is
like
kind of portrayed about
the
her.
sleeping around.
Yes.
Yeah, I think she mentioned that she
But in my
did.
opinion, she's kind of owning it now. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was saying. She mentioned no, but she mentioned it before. Like
yeah,
even when when the baby, remember that thing when the baby said that stuff about LGBT
yeah,
people.
yeah,
Around that time, she was performing and she mentioned, "I can do whatever with my body."
right.
Like that is not her saying, "Oh, I slept with these people," but she is her insinuating, "I can do whatever with my body." So people are keep bringing it up, and I'm like, she's telling y'all. She told y'all in Cobra. She told y'all in his. She keeps telling y'all, "I can do with my whatever I want with my body." But I'm like, would y'all say the same thing if it was a guy that was doing it?
Mm,
She's a woman, and she's doing the same thing men do every single day. Why is it a problem that she's doing it, but not a problem that, let's say Tory Lanez is doing it? Tory Lanez is doing it. Oh, because she's a woman?
that's
And y'all
true.
mad? Like,
It
no,
is a
she's
it's a
telling y'all.
huge double standard because a lot of
Yeah.
male rappers can say they slept with Mary, Tanya, and Lisa and get away with it, but a woman says she slept with John, Dick, and Harry, and
Yeah.
they're sluts.
And she said, she also said in his that she was like, at least I'm not none of y'all baby's mama. So
Mm,
she kept it safe. She
right.
it's just you heard.
That's one thing I got to give her credit for because she could have easily got pregnant by any of
She
these niggas.
easily got
Thing.
pregnant, like in a whole
Easily.
relationship, and did not get pregnant. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people keep saying all this stuff or keep repeating the same thing to her that she slept with these people, and I'm like, she's telling us this. She told us that already. She told us all of that, and the fact that everyone keeps bringing it up is like it's getting old. That's what's getting annoying to me. It's like they always bring it up
Mhm.
when it has nothing to do with what the main issue is. Like
Mm.
when she went to court, it was just like, why are y'all bringing up the fact that she slept with these people? Like it has nothing to do with the court situation. She got shot in her foot. Like
Now Kelsey, we seen her, the her man's remixing the song, putting a new producing a new beat on it. Why do you think of now? What do you think of her being so vocal now versus then about everything? Like it seems like she's feeling a little bit empowered now to speak out versus when everything was going on with the trial.
because she wait, what song she do? I actually didn't hear about that. What
So
song?
basically, her man is a producer and he produced like a new beat over Bigfoot. And she was like promoting it, dancing around to it, sort of or whatever. And she got a whole lot of flack about it, but she went at the haters basically saying, hey, like I could speak about it, I could do what I want, so on and so forth. But people were like, why didn't you keep that same energy, during the trial? Like she was a little bit mute around that time.
I feel like because she she just don't like Megan, and want to conspire against her, and it's probably low key Nicki Minaj in the background. Like I feel like Nicki Minaj is very, very sneaky, like very sneaky. Like another thing is, I also feel like because Megan has her own production, right? She like owns her own
Now I
label.
believe she's independent. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about
and I
production wise, but yeah, she's no longer with the she's no longer with 1501 no more.
and I
For
feel
sure.
like that's
Yeah.
why Nicki Minaj has a problem
Like
because
this project she's putting out, she's doing independent.
she keeps bringing up like Rock Nation stuff, all that type of stuff. I feel like that's why Nicki Minaj has the problem because Megan's getting all of that attention and she's not. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to be a fan of Nicki Minaj, but it's like her behavior, her personality is weird. It is giving off evil. It is giving off like every alter ego you come out with, it's always has something to do with being mean, evil. Like it's
Y'all know she's managed by Rock Nation. I'm talking about label wise.
she's
That's what I'm talking about. What
Megan's
was that?
managed by Rock Nation.
Yeah.
I searched it up and it didn't say that. It never
No,
said
not
she.
Nicki, Megan.
No, that's what I'm saying. Megan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
searched it up. It never said that she was managed by them. It said she was managed by someone else, and then she became independent. Because when I look it up, like on her page, it doesn't say Rock Nation unless it's under a different name, like it's a section of Rock Nation. Because when I did research, it didn't say Rock Nation at all. I may be tripping. I don't know.
And when it comes to the his record, do you feel like she mentioned the Megan's law line?
Mm.
Do you feel like she'll face like any legal ramifications for that or no?
I feel like I'm gonna say I feel like she shouldn't, only because it was a reference, and it's not like she was using it in a bad way, like by saying, "Oh, I don't know." Like it's not like she was using it in a bad way. She made a reference to it, like as a way of like saying, "Oh, y'all mad about." Well, I don't know. I feel like it was a shot at Nicki Minaj, but it could easily just be Megan's way of twisting how people don't like her. I don't know.
I feel like, of course, she'll have an easy win with that. I don't feel like it's gonna be a
I don't feel
loss.
like
I
yeah.
don't
So
think it's gonna
I
be a
don't feel
loss
like
at
she
all.
would. I don't feel like she. That's why I'm like it depends because people make a big deal out of something, but I'm like it's just a reference. Like to be honest, if she was talking about Nicki Minaj, she's bringing light to the fact that her husband is that type of individual. So it's like it's not like she's not helping the law situation, but it's like she's just made a reference to it. I don't think
Right.
it's bad, but I don't know. That's why I feel like Nicki Minaj pulls strings in the background. Like she referenced it in her songs too. Like what's the Barbie things, whatever that is? Is it
Right,
that?
with the
With the
puppets.
puppets,
Yeah.
like she referenced it every time. Like that's why I'm saying videos are so like you really got to watch videos and pick it apart. Like she's referencing that she is controlling things in the background. She's controlling these girls.
Right.
She's controlling her fans. She's calling the shots pretty much in the background and making people do things for her.
All right. Any final thoughts?
No, but yeah, stream his
Y'all
we
kill me
will.
with that. Y'all kill me with that. Thank you for calling in. He's talking about extreme hits. Okay, we got a Barb. What's going on, Allie?
Hello, hey Pierre.
Hey, what's up? Barb in the building.
Okay, so look, okay, I am a Barb, right?
Trice.
But I'm not gonna say that I'm not a fan of Megan, her early stuff, you know.
Okay.
So I took a few notes because I feel like I want to be fair. I want to, get this off my chest. So I feel like Megan basically what she did is took a page out of Nicki's book,
Yes.
by dissing her in a clever way, staying quiet after like silent, shut.
Mm-hmm.
And she had bars to make us like look it up and Google it. Some of us had to look it up, And
Okay.
that's Nicki's, like she always did that. Like we would always have to go back and Google, like, oh shit, she actually said this. Like,
Yes.
she took that out of Nicki's book. I feel like, I don't know, I'm just disappointed in Nicki for not seeing that she did that, and you could tell it kind of got to her. Like she was caught off guard.
You think basically you're saying you think Nicki's pissed because Megan kind of beat her at her own game by dissing her without saying her name, and she's not used to somebody really doing that
Yes,
so directly.
yes.
That makes sense. No, I see what you're saying.
And she's like, well, dang, I didn't think she was gonna come like that with the first song, but I don't know.
Right.
I'm hoping Nicki for her next song.
And it's in the beginning of the song too. Like it's like I believe it's the second verse.
Um, as for the joke, we're gonna take it all the way back to the joke that Megan said in the, in the live.
Mhm.
I feel like it was tacky. It was real tacky because she was like overstepping her lane. They was never Cookie Crunch best friends for her to be,
They
saying,
were Cookie Crush girlfriends.
yeah, they were never that. So I don't understand why she thought, oh, let me say this joke and get closer with her or whatever. Like that was not gonna ever make y'all close. So I don't know what was the goal with saying that joke. I don't understand that.
Now, you do feel like it was intentionally meant because Nicki's really taking it hard. She feels like it was a sort of not a diss, but it was disrespectful for her to say it near around her husband. I feel like the husband thing really affects that whole situation. Do you really feel like that was Megan's intent, or is it just a mistake?
Maybe, I don't know. Megan, I feel like she had a little bit too many drinks and she was just spewing out the mouth because she didn't realize what she was saying, so it probably might have slipped out.
You gonna give it a grade?
I'm gonna give her a grace because it probably slipped out. She probably was drinking a little hype. Oh, I'm in front of Nicki. Like, let me try and get as closer as possible. Like, or some, trying to get higher in the game, I guess. I don't know, but that was tacky, that was whack, and that's lame. And look what's happening now.
Now, when it comes to Megan's next move, what do you think she should do? Like, because I was saying that if they're gonna keep going for this, she needs to take the Eminem route, and let's do a visual diss. Sure, if y'all pay attention, Megan really already did a visual diss in his video because you know how she was the brain, and then we saw a girl's forehead. That was basically saying, "I'm in you bitches' foreheads. I'm in y'all brain."
Oh, okay.
Y'all gotta look at these visuals. I'm telling you, a lot of y'all don't be paying attention to these visuals. Y'all gotta go pay attention. I'm telling you, that's what she was when she was clopped up, and you see all those Megan heads, and then we got out of that scene, and then you see somebody's forehead. That was her visual of saying, "I'm in you bitches' heads. I can't get out of y'all heads."
Right, damn.
Yes. See, you that went over your head, and that you're a Barb.
Listen. I don't have a plan for Megan because I'm at the end of the day, I'm really not rooting for Megan. I'm rooting for Nicki.
Period.
I'm trying to see what she has going on for the tour, basically, because I'm out to the tour. So right. I'm focused more on that. I'm like, where's the rehearsal? Where's the we need something get us prepared for that. Like, okay,
I feel like she's too sidetracked with this whole situation.
Yeah, don't let that interfere with the tour. That's the main goal. I feel like she needs to I don't have a plan for Megan, but I do have a plan for Nicki. She needs to release the next diss track around the summertime since Meg think that's her season.
Oh,
and then Nicki's gonna have all the girls for the summer. Like, what?
I see where you're going with this. Basically, let this die down, but then summertime, when around June, late May, June, July, drop the track.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, now when it comes to both tracks, which one do you think really did justice and got their point across? Do you give it to Bigfoot or you give it to Hiss?
Oh.
Let's talk.
I'm sorry. I'm a Barb. Yes, I do give it to Hiss though.
You gonna give it not a Barb saying Hiss.
I only if he's going out of, let's say we got 100, we going to the pie chart. It's 100% pie chart. I split it down the middle. I'll say 50-50. But you said who's taking it? Right. It's gonna miss for that one bar.
Thank
Like
you. Let's be real now. See, I like you. I
one bar
like
eat
you.
up a whole song. Like
I
one
like
bar
you.
eat up a whole song.
Now, okay, the whole Dead Mama situation, do you feel like she should have she shouldn't have mentioned that line? Because that's a big thing a lot of people have an issue with, is her bringing up the deceased. Do you feel like she should have strayed away for that? Or do you think it was low blow for low blow? Because this is a calling for the low blows. Like, is the Megan's Law type of diss, equal to talking about somebody's dead mother?
I'm gonna say it's kind of equal. It's kind of equal because the Megan's Law, I know she's not bashing
Papa Bear.
Yeah, I know she's not bashing Papa Bear or the girl that it happened to. But so isn't Nicki. Nicki is not bashing her mother. She's just saying what she did on her mother's name. Like, she didn't say nothing else negative about her mother. So I don't know what the big deal is. I really don't.
Ooh, any final thoughts?
One more final thought. I don't know if I was gonna be mad at me if they already not, but
say it.
I do feel like when Nicki goes into the spaces and starts to talk with her fans, I love that. I love how she interacts with her fans, but she doesn't need to say like certain things around them, because I feel like she looks at them as like they're her best friend, like we're her best friends, and I love that. Right. But it's like,
I just feel like she shouldn't be talking about drama with them. It should be about the songs. Like, what did you like about this song? Do you like this song? Did you not like this song? It should be about that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would take more attention away from the intention of the his track, because everybody would be talking about Pink Friday still. And let's say if she dropped another track that she didn't put on Black Friday or on Pink Friday 2 and dropped another track around the same time as his, like, she could have just did this a whole nother way, just in my opinion. I really feel like she could have took attention away from that song without getting involved in the hoopla. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Ali.
Thank you, Pierre. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. All right, what's going on? Asha.
Hi. Oh, that was a bad voice. That was a bad.
I was like, oh, your voice, Granny. I was about to kick you.
That was bad.
I said that's staticky.
No, that was me out the cut. That was like my throat.
Okay.
No, I'm recovering. I had the flu, so I was present for all of the tweets and rants and watched that in real time. That was crazy. I don't know.
What do you think of the whole situation in general? Let's start with that before I get into specifics.
I think that Nicki Minaj is too much of a hypocrite to like have solid ground to stand on right now, because it's low-key like half of the shots that you threw at her in that song could be used against you also. It's just it's kind of like I feel like she expects us all to be on the same point as her of like, oh, you slept with all these people and this and this and that, so you're a bad evil person. Like, and I don't think that really anyone sees it that exact way. Like, some people, yeah, that's not true actually. Some people definitely will see it that way, but not the general public. The general public's like past slut shaming and all that type of stuff.
You feel like the woke generation is not here for the, oh, you slept with Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like, that's not important to us anymore.
Yeah, not as much as it used to be. Like, I think a couple years ago, like during Lil Kim's time, like that sort of thing, like sleeping around could have been more of a nail in the coffin than it is now. But I feel like most of the people in the industry are sleeping around. So it's kind of like,
they're either doing now, they're doing powder donuts.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what's funny? I remember the era around the time when celebrities used to dread being on Wendy Williams and being slut shamed. That was one of the worst fears of celebrities. Like, I remember when she slut shamed Rihanna. Like, Rihanna went, Rihanna threw some shade about her on like Twitter or something like that. Like, that was some celebrities' worst fear of Wendy Williams putting you up and making like a pyramid of all the people that you slept with. Oh, those were the good times. Now,
I miss Wendy so much.
We all do. What do you feel about the diss tracks just separately? First, let's get to Bigfoot.
So I brought this discussion to my mom because I was genuinely like, I wanted to know what she thought, because she's like super into like the old like Like she's seen rap like from beginning to end. So she agreed with me on this. So I feel even more solid in it.
Mhm.
But I feel like Megan's song, because it's been so long since she's really spoken on any of like the stuff that's been going on for really the past year, I feel like she had a lot to talk about in the
Right.
song. It was like it wasn't just at Nicki. Like there were maybe two bars, like the Megan's Law, of course, but then the other one about walls ain't bending.
Yeah.
Like two shots were in there, like that people could track and be like, oh, we think that's a Nicki Minaj diss.
Right.
But the rest of the song, it was like there were more shots at Drake than there were at Nicki.
That's
So
true.
it's like for Nicki Minaj to then go on like a 3-day rant and then to drop a song specifically targeted at Megan, it was just like it was too much at once. It kind of killed it. It's like, wait, you could have stepped back, plotted, come with something better, because I don't think Bigfoot's really that strong. Like, I won't lie, I kind of like it. Like, I don't love it. The line on your mama part
Yeah.
completely ruined the song for me. Like,
You don't like this
like it, like the part where, like the verse that starts "What a Fiasco, Lupe," she had me there, and she
Oh no,
had me
not
for
no,
the
that was the Sydney line though. I will say
yeah,
that. I
and
will
then
say
the
that.
PRTTY, but on PETTY, I thought that was good too. Like she had me at those parts, and I was like listening to it. I was like, oh, but then towards the end of the song, it just completely took it off. I was like, nah, actually, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. I can't. So I feel like until Megan, if she even does, because I feel like Beyonce is probably in her ear telling her not to. But if she does
Now
come
y'all
out,
really think Beyonce's out here making calls and like, girl, you better shut
yes,
up.
yes, I do. I think there's some tea there. I think there's some Beyonce tea because Nicki is way too pressed about the Rock Nation brunch. Way too
That
pressed.
no, now that's a very interesting point that you make because that brunch, it's not like it's the Met Gala. Like it's big, but it ain't that big. Like, you
Yeah,
feel me?
there's something in that Beyonce Jay-Z tea that like
Yeah,
spoiled
no, I do agree.
a little while ago, and I'm interested to really know that, and I think that that's part of the reason why she's so mad because she's over there with them, and she's not. But um, yeah. See, now I forgot my point.
Very good. Now let's move on to the track of his.
hmm
Do you think the whole Megan's Law line she will get legally prosecuted from it?
I think that there's a possibility that like the lawsuit will move forward, but do I think it will be successful? No. I think that maybe the team will like pay the man so he's quiet and he gets
Mhm.
something from it. But I do also believe that Nicki Minaj made a call, and that's the reason why all this is coming out.
Gotcha. Now we do have some update, you guys. So, uh, Cheryl Lynn, you guys just gave Megan Thee Stallion permission to use her sample for her track if she deems so. And this is why I say it wasn't smart for Nicki to keep going at Meg like this because now you're forcing people to support her. But you never want to force people to support your ops because then if you keep poking at them, people gonna think you bullying them. Okay, so you say at Megan Thee Stallion whenever you're ready to sample hashtag Encore, you have my 100% approval. Sign Auntie Hottie Cheryl, and now she's a
Ooh.
hottie. Oh, okay. Now with this whole tour thing, each of them are planning on going on their own respective tours. Do you think this will affect any of their tour sales or anything of that sort, or no?
Definitely. Definitely. I know that the Barbs have been saying that Nicki Minaj's tour is sold out, but I've also been seeing people on Twitter say that that is not true. Um, I think that that could definitely impact her sales because I feel like we're bound to have some sort of like Kanye type stage rant from Nicki eventually
Let me
if
tell y'all,
Megan
this summer
responds.
will be one of the messiest summers that we've seen since 2009 VMAs.
But my
Okay.
thing is, I don't want this to go to the summer. Like, I want it, like, I kind of want her to speed up, like, have her team bring her phone. I don't know. But that's selfish, but still.
No, I get it. Any final thoughts?
Um, after the mama bar, she's got to respond. She's got to respond. Before I wouldn't have said that, but now I do. That's it.
You think she has to respond back into a track or on social media?
No, on a track. Keep it in music.
Keep it in music. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I really feel like it needs to go the Eminem route because the reason why I feel like it should go the Eminem route, that would show that I'm really not bothered by you, that I'm not even gonna say nothing about you. I'm gonna just show you how you look.
Nah, but like
I,
the Eminem gag though is that he would say people's names also, and
he
like
would right, he
he
would
would
say
like
people's
it would be
names.
the visual, but it would also be the bar, and you know exactly what he was talking about. And I really hope she does something like that, where it's not just like I don't remember. I think it was the Without Me video where he has all those like celebrities that he's making fun of,
Right.
like something like that. Like I think
Or
that
how, I forget the name of the song, but he like when the famous, da-na," and then he was they had a fake Britney Spears come out, and they had a
yes, I
fake
know.
Daisy of
Ooh, ooh.
Love.
Wasn't Trisha Paytas in that video?
Trisha Paytas was in the video. Yes.
Yo.
Yes. And she was playing, I think she was either playing Daisy Love or Britney Spears. She was playing one of the two. And she was like
Yeah.
dancing around. Somebody was pouring something on her or something like that. Like
Yeah, I
I
know.
would do something to that effect.
I would too. I would call Black China and try to recreate that, like the Twitter video.
Oh, now that would be. Wait a minute. You're talking about you're talking about the Massive Attack.
Yes.
No, not the Massive Attack. You're talking
Wait.
about Monster.
No, yeah, Monster. I'm sorry.
Monster.
I
Okay.
heard the M and just went.
Yeah. No. Because at first I thought of Amber with Massive Attack. Okay. Any further thoughts?
No, that's it. Have a good
All right.
night.
Thank you, Nate. What's up, Keith Smith?
Hey, good night.
Night. What's up? What's up?
I'm good. I just want to talk about how everybody keeps on going on Nicki. Like, really, she's human too. Everybody keeps on saying how I understand she is a legend in hip hop, but at the same time, she is a human being. She will react to certain things. And obviously, we all know that the Bowers directly, how can I say it? It was meant for Nikki. We all knew that. It didn't. A
You feel
freaking
like she
bird
didn't get
can.
lucky with this career choice. You gotta take off in the back.
She obviously, you can be as dumb as a book of bricks. You will know it was obvious. Has Megan ever been SA? No. So why would she have that in a verse? Obviously, it was meant for Nikki because we all knew. We all know the situation.
Right.
But at the same time, I see people going at her like, why is she saying about Meg's dead mama? If it was 21 Savage or any other male artist and they was beefing like that, people would have been like, oh, they'd have be so excited. But because it's a woman dissing another woman, everybody is like Nikki is so horrible and you have to understand at the same time she's a human being. She will react to certain things.
So
Obviously, is somebody who go ahead.
you feel like she's getting the hate that she's getting because she's a woman.
Yes. I feel like people think like because you're famous you're not supposed to have no feelings. And that's not true at all. You will have feelings. You will react to certain things. You
Now,
will react to certain things. And I believe in Nikki's case, don't get me wrong, I didn't like that song. That was one of
mm,
Nikki's when I literally stayed up to listen to the song and I was so disappointed because I could have just gone sleep. I read all these things on Twitter. I read all these things on Instagram. I didn't have to stay up and waste my time listening to the same thing I literally just read. But you have to you have to understand people express themselves in different ways. Like everybody loves when Eminem, rap, and these certain people. But why is when it comes to Nicki, everybody's hating?
You,
That's what
you
I
think
don't
it's a big double
understand.
standard though?
Yes, yes. Because honestly, when people saying Megan wasn't even talking about Nikki's family, but yes, she is talking about her family. Her husband is her family. I'm from the Caribbean, and
Hmm.
there's no limits when it comes to your family. Like, you talk about my family, I'm gonna talk about everything in your family. You talk about my family. So
Now, do you feel like she's
that's
going to get any karma for speaking on the deceased?
yeah. And she like previous people have said, she didn't say anything bad. She just said you lying on your dead mama. That's what you do.
It's I will say it's a little bit of a cute Caribbean
And
accent.
in people saying like the song is trash, which it is, but I didn't think like she was making a song. I think she was just trolling Megan so Megan can come on Instagram because honestly, I believe if she saw all the things Nikki was saying, she would have hopped on Instagram and crash out. Because
Mm,
the line on your dead mama is insulting. No offense. But at the
yes.
same time,
Oh no, we lost you. We lost you. Make sure you call back and finish your thoughts. Okay. All right. What's going on? Look at season 3, baddie. Oh, there you go. You there?
said in a bar,
You had
Nikki
clicked
was,
out. You had clicked out. Say that again. You clicked out.
beg your pardon?
I said you had clicked out. You like it dropped. The call dropped.
Or I said everybody's acting like Megan didn't tell Nikki she can never face her in person, so that's what she did. She hopped on Instagram and faced you in person. She literally said your name, so you would know she's talking about you. So come answer me now. That's what she was trying to do. She trying to poke the bear so the bear can come out. I don't think she was actually trying to make a song, but let's be honest. If Nikki have to make a song, Megan cannot see Nicki in her bars. That's one of the most lyrical people I know. And to be in the game for so much years. And Nicki make all different kind of music. That's why when she dropped that line on your dead mama, I was like, oh my god, what's that? I was so disappointed
All right. Any
because
final thoughts?
to be honest, I really think this like Hududo said, both of these girls should go lay down, go to bed. Yes,
They both need a nap.
they both need a nap because both of none of them is not doing nothing influential. Because
I
Nikki
don't
sending her
agree. I
fans,
believe both are influential.
let me correct myself.
Okay.
Nikki is talking about Nikki sent her fans to attack people, which is wrong. Megan's talking about how much people she slept with, making it seem like sleeping with a million people is being a hot girl, which it is being a hot girl, but at the same time, keep your heat.
Mm.
Nikki need to she needs to go to therapy because I believe she love her husband honestly, and you cannot blame people for who they love, but at the same time it's taking a mental toll on her, because at the same time people only bring, that's the only thing people can seem to be bringing up, because to be honest I don't think they can really like battle her in music, so they just hit the
Pick up
lowest
husband.
blow, which is your husband.
Yeah.
So you
No,
have
I
to
agree
learn
with
how
that. I
to
agree with
deal
that.
with, she
I
really
agree.
needs to learn how to deal with that. So when people come at her that way, she already knows what to do instead
And how
of
to react.
crashing out on the internet.
Right.
And Megan needs to keep her legs closed and stop
Ooh.
telling us how much people she slept with, because that's really, we don't want to know how much people you slept with.
Thank you so much for calling in, Key. No. Oh man, she said Megan need to keep her legs closed. Lord. Okay, season 3 baddie. What's on the scene?
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself. Y'all inbox you. Here's my thing. Did I just saw you were live, so I had to hop in. Did
Mhm.
Nicki release another song today or something?
No, not
We're
as
just still
yet.
talking about Bigfoot and hits.
Still
All
Bigfoot.
right. So here's my thing. I'm gonna just say I don't have my notes together because, like I said, I just hopped on because
Uh-huh.
I gotta support because I'm an entertainer.
That part.
But so I'm sorry if someone already said this, but here's my thing. Y'all get mad at me, and I'm not even a barb. Let me start there, okay? I'm not even a barb.
Okay.
Y'all get mad at Nicki, not you, but
Mhm.
you get mad at Nicki when they say she sneaked this and don't name nobody, okay? Everybody's allowed to talk about Nicki all the time, okay?
Right.
Everybody's allowed to say, she does the tic tacs. Everybody's always allowed to say something about her
The
husband.
powder
How many times
donut.
you gonna powder donuts? How many times do you think you're gonna talk about my man and I can't, and I'm not gonna come at you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Whether he's wrong, right, whatever. Clearly, she chose to marry this man. Now, y'all gonna keep bringing it up, whatever, whenever it happened, whatever. Like, he told her he was underage. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. But what I am saying is, nobody knows all the details of the case unless they do. They're all came out. But
Mhm.
that's all you heard about that. So how do you think you don't?
Wait,
Oh, well,
season
y'all
3
ain't
baddie. You're
never gonna
going in
stop
and
talking
out. You're
about my
going
man.
in
Let me
and
talk
out.
about mama.
You're going in and
And
out.
my thing is, you don't get to choose on what people back you if you want to do that. And for you to jump up and say, okay, well, after this is, I don't care. I'm telling whatever I have to say. And then people are like, well, she didn't name her. I don't know why. A hit dog will holler. Yeah, a hit dog's gonna holler because you're clearly talking about me. Who else is she talking about?
Mm.
Who else in the world could Meg be talking about? If you could name
But
one
my
other
whole
person,
thing
I'll
is
shut up.
because
Like, it's
there's
very clear.
okay.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I don't think you
Pierre?
can hear me. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear her, but she can't hear me. I'm gonna add you back season 3 back. But I was gonna say, when it comes to lyrics, that's what makes rapping so interesting because a phrase or a certain wording can mean more than one thing. So let's say she said Megan's Law, right? Let's say if Megan Thee Stallion had no idea what the hell Megan's Law was before she dropped that song. She could easily have been saying, which of course she was talking about that because it's a diss track. She could have easily been saying Megan's Law, meaning that me, as in Megan Thee Stallion, has a law to where anytime I take anybody to court, I come out on top. So these hoes not mad at Megan, they mad at Megan's Law, meaning they mad at any time that I take a bitch or a nigga to court, I come out on top. You get what I'm saying? So with rap is there's a lot of double entendre. So you never know specifically what somebody could be saying. That's why I don't think that court case, the parents of Megan, y'all not gonna win. No shade. Like there's so much ways you could spin it, it's not even funny. So that's like a no-go. But that's why I feel like she shouldn't have crashed out like that, because you could easily say it's a double entendre. Y'all see what I'm saying? Someone said Megan's not that smart. The shade. I thought of that when I heard it. I thought of it. I'm not gonna lie. I did think of that. I was like, oh, she's trying to say this. But then I was like, but then it's talking about the actual law. So I was like, anyway, what's up, Kima? I'm gonna add you back season 3 baddies.
Whoa.
See, I always catch you by surprise. Look at you.
Yeah. Because I was about to talk about that lady in the comments. That Jamaican lady had a cute voice. You know, I wish I talked like that, but I sound like my daddy. Anyways, somebody please go check on Nicki Minaj. Please, somebody go get her. When
Why?
Wendy Williams was doing this, we thought, come on now, somebody need to go check on her.
Because when Wendy Williams was doing this, a lot of us thought that she was back on the pot of donuts.
Yeah, I don't think Nicki Minaj on pot of donuts though. I really think that this is a cry for help. I think she's unhappy. Like that man, anything that happened to Nicki Minaj is because of that man. That's all I got to say. They said that he keeping her on the pot of donuts while he digging her purse. But anyways,
Jesus Christ. Now, what do you think of both tracks? Okay, first let's start with Bigfoot. Did you listen to the whole track of Bigfoot? What you think of it? What we thinking?
Yeah, Bigfoot actually is good, but if you wouldn't have tweeted it, and maybe if you would have just released the acapella, it would have sounded better.
Yes.
It just don't sound right. Like it don't match. Something doesn't match. Something is not adding up with it. Because if you listen, she kind of snapped.
The first part, before she started doing the little whispering ASMR, before that, I appreciated it.
Yeah,
I just like she shouldn't have tweeted all that before, because we all heard it in tweets before we heard it in a rap.
Yeah, it would have been more shock value if she would have just released it. Like you can tell she really was mad. I really think that she's unhappy with her relationship. I really think she's trying to escape it. But that's my theory. But anyways, that now one line should not have you that, huh?
Let's get on to his. What did you think of his?
Oh yeah, Megan snapped. At first, I'm like Megan. I saw it trend. I'm like Megan ain't snap. Y'all always say that. I listened to it with my headphones on.
Yes.
I said, oh yeah, oh yeah. She had me mad. She had me want to call up
driving. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. See, that's what you. But Nicki, I tried to listen to her with my headphones. I'm like, Nicki, hush. Nicki disappointed me. I'm not no Barb. I like Megan. I've been listening to her since 2017. Oh no, I'm a classy woman. I keep telling you that. I'm a beehive. I'm with Beehive. And that girl talk about Beyonce. Beyonce does not care. She's not thinking about them.
No, I'm the same way. I'm still in the Renaissance. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, but I honestly think something did happen with the Carters and Nicki.
I agree. Yes.
I think she tried to invite that husband to that brunch and they said no. And she got mad.
Now, do you blame the Carters for saying no?
I almost cussed on your live. No, I don't blame them. Come on now. What's up? That man be coming with crust around his mouth all the time and he never have on no clothes. And no, leave that man home. We didn't have to ever see that man. We didn't have to ever see him. And it's like, I have a lot of theories about what's really going on, but I do not believe
this is your chance.
I do not believe it's because of the abortion thing. You know how many of my friends, well, no, I just had a child. This is my first child, but you know how many of my friends, I done told girls, get rid of that baby. We outside.
Yeah.
I think that she said it.
That really bothered her, she says.
No, if it did, I think because Megan said it in front of that man, that way and whooped her all up around that house and told her, oh, you can't hang with her.
Now, you think the husband was involved and was in her ear, like, oh, watch out.
Got to, because you cannot be that mad. Or you really are mad at WAP. Got to be. Because you cannot be that mad about a 21. How old Megan was at the time? Like 22? A 22-year-old who you have no business. It's no way you thought a 22-year-old was your friend. And to that girl who talking about Nicki's your bestie, Nicki is 40 years old. That lady is not a bestie to you. Nicki know her fans want her attention and she will give it to them just so they can do little things. And I don't blame her. I do that too. If y'all that slow.
Megan right now is 28. So around that time she was 24. Yeah.
Okay.
Like 24. Yeah.
Guess what? Same age group. Nicki is not. Nicki knows what she's doing. I do the same thing. If people dumb enough to I'm not gonna say dumb. If people slow and naive enough to believe that I'm their friend because I like their tweet, I would do the same thing.
Mm.
I would do the same thing. And she could have came hard. Oh, I already made up my little freestyle for Megan. Cause
Let
come
me
on now.
hear it.
I'm gonna say that for another day. I'm gonna say that for another day. But it
You
go a
gotta put a
little
beat
something
to
like,
it. You gotta put a beat to it.
yeah, but my thing is it go a little something like dig your daddy up and I F him too. Anyways, next case. Come on now. Megan is an Aquarius. I know I ain't trying to go but horoscope, but sometimes it plays a part. Megan Aquarius, we don't care about nothing. Megan, you see how she played with Nicki Minaj like to test you to see if how you're gonna respond to things. The fact that Megan didn't say nothing and now she went hard like this, and she barely saying anything, now she don't know what to do. It's
I think
easy
it
to pick
really
on
pissed her
Cardi.
off that she didn't get a response back. I really think it pissed
Right.
her off.
Because it's
Like,
easy to pick on Cardi because we know she gonna respond.
right. And I
As a
think that's
matter
why
of
she brought up the mom, because she's like, oh, I know that's gonna really make her
and
mad.
it's not, because guess what? My mom passed away and people say you did. Mom, I don't care. Your mama gonna die one day too. But anyways, we all got a day. That don't hurt my feelings. That don't hurt my feelings. Now, if you would have been the one to unalive for, okay, then yeah, you know.
Then we gotta have a problem.
Yeah, I know Megan don't care because I don't be caring. But yeah,
Oh
if
man.
it was Cardi B, the Cardi B would be, responding to just how
Oh
Nicki Minaj
yes.
responded.
This would have went a whole nother way if it was Cardi. It would have went a whole nother way.
I want you to peep this though. You
Yeah.
notice when she tried Young Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You remember she was picking and then tried to pretend like she was playing. But
Right.
Young Miami came for her, but it was like, ooh, she a little jazzy.
Right.
Young
Mine was
Miami's
a
an
little bit.
Aquarius. That's how we do. We don't
Right.
really be caring. You have to like really, really pick, and then we like a ticking bomb. We go into jail and all about it.
Right. Now, what do you think Megan's next step to be? Because I've been saying all over this live that if she were to diss and go for another diss, it should be the Eminem route, and it should be a visual diss instead of an
Ooh,
actual
let me
rap.
tell you my visual. I was waiting on that question.
Uh-huh.
Megan need to have a little girl playing with Barbie dolls, and then the Barbie dolls start chasing her around the house, and now it's her enemy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are like the Barbs turning on her?
Yeah.
You
With
okay,
bangs.
Kima? Visual
Yeah.
director Kima.
That's what she need to do. Or I like the stunt double, but Black China is cool with her. And we're not even
Yeah,
gonna
Black
speak
China's
on.
not gonna do that. Black China's not gonna do
No,
that.
she pretending like she saved still, and we're not gonna pretend like Nicki Minaj didn't cash app Tokyo Tony $3,500. So she's probably cash app her now to do all this other stuff. Cause where is this coming from?
We all know where that's coming from. But I will say this in Nicki's defense, she's always shown Tokyo Tony love and has given her money before. Even though Tokyo Tony, we all know, is bipolar and has talked crap about everybody. That's all. You can't really pay too much attention to Tokyo Tony.
I don't. I love it. Believe me, I love it.
Like
I think
your druggy auntie that you love that crack jokes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because I got an auntie like that. And
Right.
Akbar V, I don't care. I think she got that bullet stuck in her head because she got shot before. And I think that bothered her because I don't take her serious neither.
Right. Like there's some celebrities, like when they do certain things, they're kind of like, okay, girl, like that's just what they do. Like you can't even get mad.
You know who I feel like Megan needs to work with?
Yeah.
Missy Elliott.
Ooh.
She needs to work with Missy Elliott. And people gonna hate me for this, but you from Florida. She need to work with Kaya. Even though Kaya keep calling her Marcus the man, she need to work with Kaya. Because Kaya is very talented and her mouth.
Now I will say, if Kaya were to write a diss track and give it and sell it to Megan, Nicki would be worried. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. Say what you want about Kaya, and she's trash and how she's
not trash.
Stuff. Not trash in that way, meaning as in like,
oh yeah,
not
she's
in
a
her
trashy
talent.
person.
She's
Yeah,
a genius. I'm a Kaya fan. I'm the type of Kaya fan. I listen to her music. That's a lot of people know my
back. So clean.
I'm not talking about my neck, my back. I'm talking about her. I'm talking about Yum Yum sauce. A lot of the
K Wayne with it. K Wayne with it.
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I'm that type of. I know her recent songs. Like, but she doesn't have the best relationship with actually like working with other artists, working with other people. But her writing and her pen is unmatched.
It's Kaya. The music industry did her wrong.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story. She needs to work with Missy Elliott. Megan need one style because her style all over the place. Her image is all over the place. And her mistake with the Tory Lanez case is trying to stay quiet like Beyonce. These girls, y'all cannot be Beyonce. Beyonce is quiet for a reason. You should have said something then and you should have acted unbothered. You should have never told the public that you're hurt. You should have never told the public that you cried. I understand about lying and say you ain't effed them because who want to admit that? But
yeah, now y'all be going too hard with that, like y'all was going to admit that.
yeah, we all done lied on that, private part before. I know I did.
Any final thoughts?
Nicki Minaj, somebody go in there and get her. She kind of like ruining her image. Like, girl, you Nicki Minaj, you don't even know that. You keep saying you the baddest like Beyonce. Beyonce would never. You need to at least hold Rihanna hand. She needs somebody to love her. That's all.
Thank you so much, Kimba. Y'all got me wanting to listen to that sauce, that SAUCE, that sauce. Good pussy, bitch. Cost. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all never heard of Yum Yum Sauce by Kai, go listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, what is going on, twin?
What up? What up?
My boy.
How's it going? Flowing, stand up.
Good.
So
how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm supposed to be going to bed now, but I saw you was online. I'm like, F work tomorrow. Let me go ahead and chime in on this messiness. So, here's my thing is, like, I used to love Nicki Minaj. I never was like a Barb, but I do got a funny story. My brother, when he used to live in Fort Lauderdale, and this was like on doing BT Spring Break. My brother went to one of the clubs that was down there when she was actually like signing people boobs and everything and stuff.
Right.
Obviously, my brother don't have any boobs, so he had her sign his debit card, his credit card, right?
Right.
The next day, this fool gets on Twitter, was like, "Oh, Nicki, thanks for signing my card," and he posts his credit card
on
Twitter. Let me tell you what the Barbs did to Leo. I hope he's listening to this. Them Barbs got his picture, reversed it the other way, because he still had his expiration and his CVC code in it. He come bragging to me like, "Oh, I get the Nicki Minaj retweeted me." I'm like, "Fool, she retweets. Oh, now I get to make purchases on it." These fools brought 2 MacBooks and they contributed to the wildlife fund on his credit card. No lie. No lie. That's how I knew how crazy the Barbs was. I hope my brother, if I could try to find the tweet, I'm going to DM you it. Because every year it shows up on Facebook and I'm like, this is what happens.
That is hilarious.
Yes. But
and you know, a credit card that some of their maxes are crazy, so I know they went crazy.
Man, they went ham on his job. They got 2 MacBooks, and this era. This was like straight MacBook Pros, and they contributed to the wildlife fund. They was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little generous, and we're gonna make sure these wild animals taken care of. Let me charge it too. But my brother thought he was the ish that day until he showed me the tweet, and I'm like, I can see your credit card number if I like reverse it, right? Yeah. So the Barbs is insane. So speaking of that, I just think like Nicki, she ain't on the powder donuts, but like something is like really, really wrong with her because you got people like doxing and doing all this stuff now, you know what I'm saying? And like, I understand like, when you beefing, like all this maybe fair in war, but at a certain point, like your conscience got to tell you like, this is going too far. Like y'all got people at Megan Mama, like gravesite and everything. And
now, I will say this to be clear: nobody has went yet. They just put the address out there, but there were.
But
I guess
you already know.
Yeah.
These are Barbs.
Yes.
Yeah, like If I told you I got $1 million here at a certain address, someone's eventually going. So yeah. Like I said, I used to be like a Nicki fan, but like I really honestly, my brother, he's like, "Oh, have you heard the album?" And it's kind of hard for me to separate it now because of all the antics. Like it's just too much, too much. And I guess maybe for me, like you said before, Megan Law could have been something regarding Tory Lanez. It could have been something regarding, like you said, if you girls had to come through me,
like there's a lot of ways to kind of twist that.
Yes,
it is.
Yes. It's all based off interpretation and like I think the people said before, like a hit dog will holler. And you know, even me and my boy, we was kind of talking about the Kenneth, the petty thing or whatnot with that type of charge he has. And I'm like, you know, let's just keep it honest. Some of us guys, we've dated girls that maybe, you know, I remember when I was back in school,
Mhm.
I was like 14 in high school, and I would try to talk to a 15-year-old girl. She's like, nah, my boyfriend in college, you know. Um,
Mm.
so it's kind of like, you know, I think certain things like that, especially when it comes to like the age of consent,
Mhm.
it needs to kind of be retooled, because if you're a 16-year-old man, or maybe even with a 15-year-old boy, or a man versus female, whatever the case may be, but if you're a 16-year-old adult or whatever the case may be, man dating a 15-year-old girl, you shouldn't be slapped with a charge for that. Like, I just think, you know, maybe a +2 variance is fine, but I don't really think just as a man, because I've had a girl that like I was in like college, and come to find out later, I was like 18 though. She was like 16, and she never like told the truth about it.
So you
Luckily,
feel like the type of charge he got didn't fit the actual crime that actually happened.
well, I would have said that until I like, if he didn't do all the extra stuff, because I read online that he had a certain object that he
Right. No,
for
you
yeah.
don't have to repeat it. I know what you're saying.
Okay,
Yes.
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 So for
'Cause
that,
that's what I was gonna go and say. It was a lot more than just that.
correct.
Right.
So he deserves that part. But you know, I don't think sometimes people be trolling like, oh, he's the P word, and they're not really knowing, they're looking past the violent aspect of it. Like,
Mm.
that's my whole thing, is I got nieces. So it's already bad enough when I tell my nieces, like, hey, you know, you gotta kind of watch these dudes out here, but then you got to add the violence to it, which makes it worse, you know,
Right.
because that could have been, you know, but that's for another topic. But as far as the sons and everything,
Right. Now, what we thinking with Bigfoot? Like when you heard the track,
I think it was
what
I
were
think it
your
was
thoughts?
straight basura. It was just a rant. It was like, it was literally like a South Central baddies watching Cash rant on live, or watching Hood Baby like rant for
Y'all
like
always
20
gotta
minutes.
relate it back to that TV. I love it.
Cause it's my favorite show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't stand it.
I'm an ignorant N-word in the evening time. During the daytime, I'm working at the computer, fixing people's computers. At night,
That
if I
is
wasn't scared of
hilarious.
getting my teeth knocked out, I would have went to the Playboy auditions. But
Oh
I'm not
man.
fighting. Yeah, I'm not fighting. So I thought Bigfoot was just like a straight ramble, you know. And it's just like, now she's on Twitter, and his Instagram is like, oh, I'm platinum, I'm gold. It's like, Nicki, like, no one cares. Like, I don't care if you like the #1 artist on iTunes. Like, the song was trash, and it's like the Barbs. It's just like, come on, bro. I'm a Beehive member. Trust me,
Mhm.
I used to argue with people about Beyonce, but I was never taking it this far. Like, you know, she has 370 spins on an hour on the radio station,
Right.
and it's
She's
like,
on everybody MySpace homepage.
correct, yes. It's like, come on, Nick. Like, you know, this is the most attention you got because them other albums was flopping. And it always, to
Ooh.
me, it seems like she got a beef with somebody, almost like the 50 Cent tactic. But even 50 Cent wasn't doing this around album time. It's just, how
Now, I
convenient
will
when your
say
album
before this
drops.
all happened, her songs were doing very successful. So people might argue with you and say, "Hey, that's not the case because she did all that before his even came about."
Okay, that could be true,
Mhm.
but in comparison to what I'm saying, of like to me, I love the Pink Print. Thought
Okay.
the Pink Print was great.
Right.
Right. I don't
Better
remember
than
really
Black Friday 1 and 2?
um Pink
Because a lot
Friday
of
to me
people felt
was
like she should have did a Pink Print 2 instead of a Black Friday 2.
um it was kind of like, I feel like her first album was real pop. And then what was the one after the Pink Print? The one with Rick Ross had the I Am Your
With
Leader.
Queen, I didn't like Queen. No shade.
No, Queen was after the Pink Print. But what was the second
Okay.
one? The one when she did I Am Your Leader with Ross
Oh,
and
Roman
Cameron.
Reloaded. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Hold on.
That
Let
one
me
was a
check.
little bit more harder. But the Pink Print, like, to me, that was my version of Kanye West 808s and Heartbreak. Because that album, you know what? Let me not say that.
Mm-hmm.
That album to me was like Destiny's Child, Destiny's Fulfilled. It
Mm.
literally told the whole story that I think a lot of people can relate to with like relationships and the ups and downs, and even with the pills and potions. I never took those type of things, but how relationships can turn you into
Right. That
substance
was a good
abuse.
era. I will say that. I
Yes,
call the pills and potion era was good. I like
yes,
that era.
yes.
She started
But
wearing the natural black hair.
yes, 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 yes. But I think Megan got her. Megan got her riled up, and it's nothing to me. It's nothing pettier than a person that is howling at the moon, waiting for the moon to howl back, and that's what Nick is doing right now. Like
Mm.
Megan's not really saying nothing. She's like, yeah, yeah, you mad? You know how Nene said on Bill, she's just mad. Like that's how it's going on right now. Like you just tweaking on the internet. I'm like, Papa Bell, go to your mama, take that phone, throw it down, and just like, understand rap is an art. Like I grew up in a Little Kim era when it was Little Kim versus Foxy Brown and all the stuff.
Yes.
And like the caller said before, like Missy Elliott, Missy to me, Missy Elliott is my number one rapper. I don't care. Like
Do you feel
Missy,
like sometimes she's overlooked a lot? Because I do feel like when we have these conversations about rap legends and female rap legends, I feel like some people tend to leave her name out, which is a little insulting.
yeah, it is very, very insulting. It's very, very insulting because Missy was able to rap, sing, and if you want to call it like the ludicrous syndrome with the a little gimmicky playfulness, but Missy could wrap circles around these dudes. Like I remember
Mm.
she did the song on the Real World where she had BG and Juvenile on it. Then you got Crazy Feelings with Beyonce, and then you got songs with the Brat and then Jay. It's like, what could Missy? Me and my boys argue about this all the time. It's just as much as we argue about what would we do with $50 million. Like Missy Elliott is my number one rap artist. Nobody's touching Missy. Nobody. Yes, but in era wise, Nicki may have it. But they're to me, they're neck and neck, in my
Mhm.
opinion. But just to get back to it, I think you know, Megan, she has every right to start bringing up about her dad. And she got every right to start bringing up about her brother, was it Jelani? So if that's how Nicki's going to go there,
You feel
you
like
know,
it'll be okay for her to take the family route because she already took the family route. But then people
um,
can argue and say Megan took the first family route because of Megan's Law.
but
You know what
but
I'm saying?
well, I mean, but see, like we keep going back and forth.
It's
Like Megan
semantics.
loves the
It's a lot of
interpretation.
semantics.
Yes, it's a semantics. Like
Yes.
I said something to you that could almost hit home, but it
Right.
wasn't that. She jumped out the window, was like, "Oh, you talking about me? All right, I'm gonna talk about your dad, your deceased parent. Okay,
Right.
well then, if Megan, she may say, well, I got some tire tracks with your dad or some junk like that. She could take it real low. She could talk about her brother. So, I would be careful because when you start playing, with the deceased, you just don't know what type of energy you can bring in the world. And I remember I just watched your vlog the other day with your homegirl,
Yeah.
Gigi did the sauce and the
Right.
baddest,
Shout out
like you
to
were saying.
Gigi. Y'all go see her
Yes.
best. I'm bring her back. I'll bring her back.
Gigi was, hey, yeah, they better just go ahead and give Gigi a call back, man, because Gigi.
I've been telling her y'all love her. She was we were talking about it the other day.
But yeah, just bringing in that type of energy, I wouldn't do. But Megan got every right to start saying, well, you know, 4 tires over your daddy or some junk like that, to start talking about your brother who doing 20, 30 years in jail. But it's like Megan's doing the right thing right now, like keeping quiet, keeping Nicki Minaj up all night long. Every time I wake up, it's Nicki Minaj, Bigfoot, Bigfoot. I'm just like, can we just wrap this up by the end of the week? Because if it ain't Krishan, it's Nicki Minaj now. So yeah.
All right.
But
Any final thoughts?
my only final thought is that I hope you have a great 2024. You've been doing your thing, man.
Thank
I
you,
know
man.
I kind of caught on late, but like
As long as you
anytime
caught
they show you
on,
going
that's
live,
good.
I'm hitting that like button. So I'm an entertainer for life. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow, and then I'm looking forward to more. Now that setup videos.
Okay. Thank you, OJ.
All right.
Nice. All right. Make sure you guys please hit that like button, please. All right, what's going on? I'm adding the Barb. Jordan, what's up?
Hi, Pierre.
What's up?
The last caller was a flop. I don't even know why he came up here. I
Oh,
wasn't feeling nothing. Just saying, like he just was sitting there talking. For one, Nicki did not come for Megan's mother. Nicki came at Megan and said, "You lie on your dead mother because you did lie on your mother." She did not come for the dead lady. She came for Megan. She said, "You lie on your dead mama. Why is you lying on your dead mama? If she's dead, why are you lying on her? Stop putting stuff on her. If the lady is dead and then you're lying at that." So she's not coming for Megan. And if anything, Megan did start it first. Like, it's like no shade at all. Like, Megan is not.
You read the comments, aren't you?
Yes, because they say
okay, I'm gonna ask you this. Do you feel like okay? So you say her talking about she lied to her dead mom is not specifically talking about her mother, but the same could be said about Megan's Law because she's not talking about Papa Bear. She's talking about your husband. What do you have to say about
No,
that?
but what I have to say about that is if you finna come at Nicki, come at Nicki. Stop coming at her husband. Come at Nicki. Like y'all can go at each other. Why are you trying to come at her husband? That's not even a drag. If I was Nicki, I really wouldn't get mad. I was like, girl, you ain't got no reason to me. Like, girl, call Nicki old or something. Say her body look bad or something, even though that ain't true. But you're coming at her husband, girl. Come at me. Like it's like no shade. Like
No, I see what you're saying now. It's like basically like somebody reading your friend, but they reading your friend, but they not reading you.
Right, like that's like me arguing with somebody and then I say, "Oh, your boyfriend ugly." Girl, what that gotta do with me? Girl, come at me. Like it's like no shade. Like she did not come at the grandma. She came at Megan. Megan did lie on her mother, and then she had to go to court and tell the truth, and she got caught up on her lies. It's no shade. Like that's just
Now,
what it
what do you think
was.
about the track that Nicki put out? Because in that track, a lot of people are not feeling it too much. Do you feel like she sort of wasted her time with putting that track out? What do you think?
No, I feel like it was like just like I feel like it was a warning, no shade. She ate her with all the every bar ate. I don't care. Every bar ate. I feel like she ate her. The only thing I did not like was that it was everything she already tweeted, but then at the same time, I feel like it's like round one, like Megan threw her shot, so Nicki threw her shot back. So Nicki can like she don't gotta pull all her good stuff out yet. Cause if Megan respond, then she just can go ahead and lay her out again, like she already did. People saying, "Oh, Megan not responding because Megan don't really care." Girl, it's eating Megan up alive. I don't care. It's eating her up alive.
Do you think she's on social media looking at some of this stuff? Because I feel like her team is making sure that she's not seeing all of this social media activity going
She
on with Nicki.
is seeing it. She's seeing it. She's seen it. She's seen it. She heard the song. She listened to the song. She's seen it. She's here. She's here. She's here. I'm not delusional. They call me delusional.
And also, okay, listen. I want you to also talk about his. Now, I feel like this track was fire. Now, be fair now. I know you're Barb and everything, but what did you think of his? Because I feel like when it comes to track, she ate her up.
You know what? No shade. Megan is a good rapper. She's a really good rapper. Like she is a rapper. Like I like her. I feel like if anybody could like really be in competition with Nicki, it's Megan.
Yes.
But I did not listen to his. I didn't click the play button. But she did
You that
gag
petty
me.
enough that you didn't want to give
Yes,
her a
I
play.
didn't. I'm not gonna give her no play. I'm not giving her no I'm
Y'all Barbs is something else.
I'm not giving her no strings. I'm not giving her nothing. I went on TikTok and I listened and I listened to the
Right.
little bar, and she did gag with the
The
Megan's
Megan's
Law
Law
line.
Law.
Yes, she gagged
Yeah.
me because I'm like, wait, what is Megan's Law? So then that's why I'm reading. They saying this is sex offender. So I'm like, oh, okay, like okay, that really like she really did something, and that did trigger Nicki. No shade. Um, but I
I'm gonna
feel
say you
like
giving doxy vibes. Don't dox me,
I know
child. You an
I don't.
entertainer.
I do.
Okay.
No. I know. I'm being
Oh
tough.
man.
Everybody needs to understand. Like Nicki really like. I feel like the only reason people saying Nicki's song was bad was because people
Mhm.
expectation is more higher for Nicki. Like, okay, Nicki, you supposed to be the queen of rap, so you supposed to be like really dogging her out. But I don't really like. I don't really think that. Like, I like this. I like Bigfoot. Like, I could add it to my playlist and just play it a little bit. Like, it's no shade. Like, it's
Okay.
like I like the song. I feel like she did, even though she said everything in the tweets, it still ate. Like people who did not read none of the tweets and listen to the song said it was good. But mostly everybody I was reading the tweets and like already up to date with it. So it was like giving it. And then people saying, oh, Nicki beef and all that. Every beef that Nicki had, they started with her. Only beef I know that she started with was with Lil Kim. Like everybody else started with Nicki out of nowhere. It's no shade.
But a lot of people have felt like she's felt a way against Megan, has said subliminal things towards her, but never has been direct up until this point. So what do you have to say when it comes to that?
That is most definitely true. And I would feel some kind of way too. You over here, me and you supposed to be cool. And then
Hmm.
I turn around, you making songs with Cardi B. You know they not cool. But she got mad at who she got mad at the baby for making the song with Tori, I believe. But like it's the same thing. Like
So you
she
may say she a hypocrite.
that's what it is. She's a
Okay.
hypocrite. Me and you cool. Then you go
Hmm.
make a song with Cardi, right? Then says business. Then you go over here. I mean, then the baby go make a song with Tory Lanez. Now you mad at the baby. Girl, you're being a hypocrite. So I feel like Nikki had every right to not like Megan no more. Like I agree.
I got you. Okay. And then what do you think needs to be the next step? Because now it seems like Nikki has a loaded clip and she waiting. So do you feel like
Yes, she's waiting, and she was Nikki is waiting, but I want her to.
Mhm.
I don't want her to wait. I want her to let it go for real, like I do, because I feel like, girl, you got your tour coming up, so I feel like it's really a waste of time because it's like you already know Megan Thee Stallion look up to you. Megan been looking up to you. Megan already said she look up to you. Like, Nikki always like they all been the fans. They been fans. Like, girl, she already look up to you. So I feel like she needs to focus on her tour and rehearse and all that. Cause I want choreography. I don't want her laying on the stage. I don't want that.
oh, I don't know if you get
So
choreography out of Nikki now. We
we
gonna
just
pray.
need at least a little choreography, just a little
Right.
bit. So I feel
We
like
might
she
get
needs to
Justice
focus.
choreography. We might get a little
Like
bit of that.
she needs to give us something. She needs to give us something. So I feel like she needs to let Megan rest.
Mhm.
Megan, I feel Megan is mad. I know Megan is mad. Megan trying to act all nonchalant like she don't care. Megan, you care. So it's no shade.
All right.
They
Thank you
hate
so much
me.
for
They
coming
hate me. They
through.
hate me in these comments. They hate me. Like I'm telling nothing but the truth. Like
No, I listen. I like to hear the Barb's perspective. Thank you, Jordan. I want to hear the Barb's perspectives. Okay, don't ever think the Barb's not listening. They listening. Okay. Now, season 3 baddie, you back? Okay.
I'm back. Sorry, I was
Okay.
having car trouble.
I know you were driving, so I was like,
Yeah.
that's probably why the audio was going in and out.
Okay, so I don't know really where I left off, but my thing is that we can't be delusional here, people. If we're gonna sit here and say the Megan's Law was for her brother, it was for, I don't know if her daddy did it too, but it
Mhm.
was for her man, it was for her brother. That was a direct hit. If we're like, we can't sit here and be delusional about it, guys. Like, stop. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of weird too, because that's the only hit everybody does, and you can't. I don't know. Maybe I just feel this way because I used to get teased a lot when I was a kid, right? People
Mhm.
always talk about me, and I'm a oh, Gemini. So
Period.
when I get real mad, is F your mama and your granddaddy
Ooh.
and everybody. Because now you've made me very, very, very mad. And when I'm mad, I'm going to say whatever I want. So my thing is, we can't, and someone said something, Krishan, but my thing is, it's giving kind of like a Krishani response where everybody has an excuse. You know what I mean? And everybody wants to say, oh, well, she was talking about her mom. Now we got to guard her thing. I'm not saying, I think they should, 100%. Because I don't think anybody should even do that to anybody's grave at all. But did Nicki Minaj specifically tweet the Barbs to do that? No. And if she did, well, I'm wrong. But
Now
will
she
I
did it,
say,
but a lot of people feel like behind the scenes she was the one, who got the info.
okay,
Allegedly.
but here's my thing. The Barbs are crazy. Like, come on, she
Yeah.
ain't the one who did that. Like, let's be real. The Barbs are crazy. But at the same time, the Beehive's crazy too. People don't be blaming Beyonce for what they do. And the Beehive
Mm.
has done some crazy-ish, bro. So my thing is like, I guess the bottom line for me is that, you know, you can't tell somebody what to get mad at and what to say. And I feel like it's some behind the scenes stuff. It is part of like, you're my friend, but you're going to do a song with my mortal enemy. And at that time she was doing some social climbing and she got to do what she got to do. But at the same time, you got to deal with the repercussions of that. And you also have to remember that Nicki is somebody who people have already been on, ganging up on. So anybody who does something new, it's on your head. So you
Right.
can't get mad at her for being mad, because at the end of the day, everybody's gonna get mad. Like, let's be real. If this was if Meg or Cardi or Lotto came at Nicki the way that Nicki came at Meg, everybody like, oh, they killed her, they killed her, they killed her. Now I'm not
Right.
saying the song was the greatest. It wasn't the greatest. But at the end of the day, like, it's rap beef. Like, are we gonna sit here and act like Tupac didn't say he gonna shoot everybody on the other side? And
No,
that's one
that's
of people's
true.
favorite diss tracks. I mean, Eazy-E's diss track said a lot about Snoop and
So
Dre.
you're basically saying it's like a double standard when it comes to gender, because the earlier caller was saying that. They said it's a double standard when it comes to gender, because what Nicki's doing, men have done a lot worse.
Yes, and I think somebody actually made a good point of that, dang, I just lost my train of thought. I'm getting too old. Um, but I think someone made a good point. I can't remember what the point was. I just think at the end of the day, it's not that deep. And, you know, if you can't say something about somebody's family and not want them to say anything about your family. But it is true. She wasn't talking about your mom. She's talking about you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think at this point, I think Meg should respond because you started it. Because you could have dissed everybody else and left that one Megan's Law note out. You could have dissed Drake. It could have been a whole thing. But you clearly dissed her, and she clearly dissed you back. Okay, she said your name. Everybody's been wanting her to say people's names forever, because that's been the whole
Now,
thing.
I will agree with that point. I will say that I feel like people are being hypocritical when in regards to her saying her name, because that was one thing I remember seeing everywhere. Every time Nicki would sub somebody, they'll be like, "Put a name on it, ho! Put a name on it, put a name on it." Now she put a name on it, and y'all mad. So I will agree with that. Yes.
Exactly. So my thing is, like I said, y'all been dissing each other, whether it's behind the scenes or in front of the scenes. Y'all been all talking about her. So don't get mad when the girl says something back. Now, where I will say Nikki's wrong, girl, get off the internet. Get off the internet. Stop showing your hand before you put it. Now, for me, the song was good because I didn't read the tweets. So,
See me, I saw all of it. So I'm like, oh my god, this is
yeah.
just.
And it's crazy because I had heard the song and then I watched all of Everett Entertainment's videos on it. So I was like, oh, good thing I heard the song first, you know?
Right. You would have
But
been disappointed.
exactly. So, and I just think like it's one of those things too where a narrative's been spun now that, oh, she attacked her and we have to protect this, we have to do that. And everybody's no. Like at the end of the day, it's rap beef. Come back with another song. But I do think, Nikki, if you got it at the chamber, girl, unleash another one. Because you said you got 5. Can we just get another one before we need a Drake back to back? Because I want to know if it's really good. Do you think she really has 5?
I do, and I feel like there are some of the most. Let me tell you, Nicki is a lot smarter than people give her credit for, and people tend to forget that. I feel like however tracks she might have, it might not even be 5, it might be 2. Whatever amount of tracks that she has that she's keeping in the vault, they're like deadly. Y'all remember Roman's Revenge? I feel like it's gonna be more than that. That's why I think she put out this little troll track out, because she's like, this is a little play, and got everybody get a good key out of it. But if she does it at something again, she's dropping the potato on her, and it's gonna be crazy. That's what I
Okay.
think.
I'm gonna ask you one more question,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to answer if you don't want, because I don't want to start no beef. What are your
Uh-huh.
thoughts on Ken Barbie?
I just feel like people that work in media sometimes make situations like that worse. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like
They make it a lot worse.
Yeah, and I feel like it's become, I don't know, I've been following for a long time, but it's become such to the point where it's like, I can't really read what you say because you're so one-sided that you
Right.
won't take into an account. And I had seen one thing where Nicki was laughing and saying there's somebody was posting all these stats, but they had to take them down immediately because she beat the stats.
It's Spotify being messy for me too. One day somebody, 1 minute somebody's number one, the next minute another person's number one. It's like,
But
which
that's
one is
what
it?
happens when you make up all these, and I'm not saying they make them up, but like if you ever notice, there's always a new pedestal that has never been
Right.
like they've been the number one Spotify person at before
In
2:00
10 years.
p.m. Yeah, no singer has ever gotten this many streams in 72 seconds, and it's like, guys, like stop. And for the record, the Grammys, get over it. Snoop Dogg don't got a Grammy.
That
There's
is
plenty of
true.
people who don't have a Grammy at this point. Stop. But let me just reiterate, I'm not a Barb. I'm just season 3 baddie.
Okay, period. Thank
And
you,
I
Susan.
love you. I'll talk to you
Love
soon,
you
baby.
too. All right, I gotta DM you back. I forgot to DM you back, child. Also, I want to say thank you, Voodoo Doll, TV Rex, for the super chat. I've been meaning to say the whole damn live, and I didn't even never said it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you guys go over on YouTube and check her out. Okay, what is going on? Cass,
Hey,
what's up?
hey. So I just want to say that Nicki been shading Megan, like, and it's not just Red Ruby the Sleaze. It
Mhm.
wasn't just Christopher Reeves. It was in another song. Okay, so Megan ended up getting pow pow with a 40 cal, right?
Right.
So Nicki said in the song right after that happened, she said, "Make that 40 cal make you dance like a go go, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
make you dance like go go." She said that right after Megan did that. Then her and Lotto, it was tweets put out on her and Lotto calling her Bigfoot in 2022. Like, she been coming for Megan. They been doing stuff. So I don't like when people be like, "Oh, she started it." Not with this. She didn't just start it. Then
Right.
it's
You
like,
feel like now she's just putting a name on it.
yeah. Then it's like, why can't an up and coming rapper network with different rappers? Cause she friends with somebody who's already established. Like, it's not like that's crab in a barrel. That's crab in a bucket. Like, that's real. That's that mentality, high school mentality. I can't be friends with you because y'all have some petty beef going on. It's not like um like somebody said, the baby did music with Tory Lanez after the incident.
A
Her
Barb
and the
said the
baby.
lies. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, is
The
it the
Barbs are
lies?
funny.
Is it the lies? Because it's on the internet. It's on the internet. You can look it up. It's receipts, Bookie. Yeah. Anywho, like I said, she been like, it's just been a whole bunch of back and forth. Um, but I feel like, and then we also say, okay, everybody was a fan of Nicki Minaj. Who else was rapping back then? What other female rapper was really getting pushed back then? Nobody. What other male rapper was going to grab another female rapper other than Nicki Minaj? Nobody. Nobody was getting pushed. There was no other female rapper to even be like in competition or even be cool with. And we can't say that little one My Chick Bad remix with Trina. Ludacris set that up. Okay? She didn't set that up. So we're not gonna do that. And Trina was already on her way out the game when Nicki stepped in. So of course we all grew up listening to Nicki. Like, who wasn't a fan of Nicki? But like, she's like, we're not Barbs though. We're not delusional. We're not Delulu. We don't do that. We don't make up.
Listen here, I love Nicki's music. Like, you
Me
couldn't
too. I
be
love her music.
like
Like,
a
I love
black
her
kid in
music. I
America and
don't like
you did
her.
love Nicki's music. I'm sorry. Like, whether you liked her or not,
Yeah.
there was
Like,
one
who
track
didn't
that
grow
hit
up
to
to
you.
Nicki Minaj? Like, if we gonna keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck. We all grew up listening to Nicki Minaj. Like, cause
I
that's it.
remember
That's all
when
we
Your
had.
Love came out and What a Sister Part was still
Okay.
on.
I was just
I
talking
used
about
to run to
Starship.
the TV.
I was just talking about Starship. I was just talking about pills and potions.
Yeah.
At 16, I don't even like Tylenol. So It wasn't how it feels. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
so yes, we all grew up to Nicki Minaj, but it's like once the gates was open for all female rappers to like freely be in here, they all like at one point when the female rappers came in, it was all like everybody, all the new females, it was all working together, collabing together, like how it was back then with Aaliyah and Left Eye and Missy and Kim. Like they all used to be in each other videos, all supporting each other. But it's like I don't know, something shifted. But with Nicki, it's like she don't want nobody like next to her. She want yes men. She want people up under her. Like no shade, JT. Like she kind of switched up on Young Miami for Nicki Minaj. Like if it's gonna be 100, like Akbar, like she just happy to be there. Like she's happy that Nicki know her name. That's it. And she Candy cousin. That's it. Um, what else? Like
Okay, so with both respective tracks being put out, what do you think had the stronger impact? The dropping of His or
oh,
Nicki
his for
one?
sure, because it came out of nowhere. Basically, like when she did her teaser of like you know her talking in the beginning, like okay, we knew like some was about to be dropped, but we didn't know like it was about to be shots after shots after shots after shots. Like she going for everybody neck, and like I said, hit dog gonna holler. Drake ain't hollered. Blueface can't. He's in jail. He probably don't even know about the song.
Right.
Uh,
And there's not
Tory
much
Lanez in
Blueface to say
jail.
about her.
Huh?
There's not much I feel like Blueface could say about Megan Thee Stallion because okay, she gave you fellatio and she was single.
Right.
You sleep with every woman in America, so like
Yeah,
okay,
that's kind of embarrassing too, because
it is a little embarrassing on her end. I will say that.
like it probably wouldn't
But
have
y'all
been as
gotta think about it.
embarrassing.
Blueface back then was not who Blueface
Yeah,
is
that's what I was about
now.
to say.
A
It
lot
probably
of
would.
people need to remember that. There was no Krishan around that. There was, but a Krishan, but like it wasn't a Krishan that we have now around that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was Blue Girls Club Krishan they had just met.
Right, yeah. Blueface back then, like he didn't have such a bad name. Like he
He
wasn't just
didn't.
popping and hot, but I mean, like you can't deny like he a little handsome, not no more. Like he
Right.
looked out, but
Back
he
then he was
was
a little cute, but
handsome.
now
Yeah, but
he
and
got
then
caught.
also with the Megan's Law thing, like I feel like Papa, go sit down. Like Dad, please go sit down somewhere. Cause it's like a lot of people didn't even know about what Megan's Law was. They just knew it was a sex offender registry everywhere.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't
They didn't
know
know the name of it.
why it happened, how did it come about. Like so yes, and who you think that he listening to rap music?
You know a call was made.
Thank you. And then if we're gonna be
That's obvious.
real, didn't Nicki Minaj get lawyers for the twins that Cardi was beefing with?
Allegedly.
Yeah, so I mean I feel like it's a lot going on behind the scenes. It always has been. Of course, like they're not gonna put everything out, but it's just a lot going on. I feel like Megan dropped the bomb and she went ghost as she should. Like that's a more lasting effect than you just going back and forth. Minaj.
Right. No, I understand. Now, what do you think Megan should be her next move should be? Like, should when she puts out her next track, when she drops the album, should there be any disses included in between that? You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like there should be any disses in between those projects that she does drop, like when it comes to music, etc.?
Nah, I don't think so. I think like she should probably address it on Instagram, like say something like do something witty or something like that. Like say something short and sweet, leave it alone. Like she already said what she had to say. She already kind of made Nicki look like she already kind of like embarrassed, like Nicki embarrassed herself kind of with this live thing. Like, and then somebody said she's not talking about her mom, but she did tell her to go conjure her mom up. Like, so this year, did she not? I think she did. So yeah. And then it's like the gravesite thing. That's just a lot. Like the Barbs really the Barbs are really like messing her up for real. They really mess up her image a lot because she don't really stop them. She don't tell them like she don't really tell them to do it too much. Like I'm gonna be honest, I have seen her tell them to stop doing stuff when it got too much. But like this, like you should have just really been stopped that because she really ain't really too much spoke on that.
Right. Now, I feel like after that whole Megan's Law thing, I think she could care less about anything dealing with that because she feels like, oh, you mess with my family, I get yours. So
yeah, and then also like, why are we supporting somebody like that we grew up loving messing with somebody who like is under registry
Yeah.
offense.
Now I
Like
never
I don't
agree
get
with the
it.
relationship they she. I feel like everything went downhill when he came along. Like, and
Yes.
it,
Oh my
it
God. Yes.
saddens me.
He
It
tainted like
saddens me to
he
watch
tainted
it.
her a little bit, and it was like, why did you do that? Like you said, he could have been on the Wizard Kelly tip. Like we could have seen pictures from him neck down. Like nobody would have ever known about him, and she could have lived her merry own life.
But
Nobody would
the
have
thing is,
known.
people on the internet are so nosy.
I
Let me
know,
tell you how
right? They
nosy.
would look up his tattoos.
I gotta bring this up real quick. Y'all know I did that vlog for the Baddies Caribbean. I had my Starbucks cup, right? And it had my friends. That was Gigi's name, y'all. Somebody gonna talk about,
Somebody said Gigi
oh my
clocked it.
God, Pierre, now I know your real name. Bitch.
Oh, I was. I
I
thought they was
said,
gonna
y'all
say something
got it
about
so
Gigi. Talk
wrong.
about Gigi clocked it.
You know what's funny? I should have just been like, oh my god, that is my. I should have just acted like that was my first name, so I could just be totally confused.
Okay,
Like,
but
you
yeah,
guys
it's a
are
lot going
funny.
on. It's a lot. It's too much, and I feel like okay, I like it because it just shows us how much women are doing in hip hop. Like it's great. Like women carrying hip hop. If we're gonna be honest, like they're
Yeah.
carrying hip hop right
Oh yeah,
now.
for
Like
sure.
no other where's the men beefs, and when they do it, it don't really be like too big how it is right now with Megan and Nicki. Like it's never this big for real. So I
Right.
feel like they both doing their thing, and then it's a it's a theory going out that they're really not upset with each other and they just like
They're
boosting each
hyping each
other up.
other's music up.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh, if
The
they
way
are,
this
that's a good
industry is, I
move.
wouldn't even be surprised.
If they are, that's a smart move. They need to, because honestly, the beef was stupid. If it's two people, some people say it's about Cardi's WAP video, and then some people say about the abortion thing. But I would
Mm.
say the same thing. I'm sorry. And
Any
then
final thoughts?
we
Go
was
ahead.
talking about. I'm sorry. Then we was talking about her being drunk online, but wasn't she drinking? Like, wasn't she getting fed mixed Moscatos the whole time
No
on
comment.
that live? Just saying. But anyway, subscribe to Pierre, like his channel, be an
Period.
entertainer. You know, have a good one.
You tonight. I will say I'm very surprised that Cardi has not like made any memes or like kind of slightly interjected into this. That is something I find very shocking. Okay, what's up, Hennessy?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Why are you
Miss,
whispering?
I'm at
Why
work
are
and
you whispering?
my resident sleep
You
playing
like
right over here. Um, but Miss Cass, I'm sorry, it's not,
you didn't agree?
not at all. Especially with the majority of the stuff she was talking about. But I respect people's opinion,
Okay.
because I'm finna come on here. First off,
Child, the Barbs in here are acting up.
why? There's no way that y'all try to judge somebody for talking about somebody's mom. Like, how when you're mad, you liable to say everything. That's gaslighting to a T. Like everybody want to be this day a saint or whatever. Like everybody just And I'm not feeling that. So like you know. But when it comes to the songs, of course, making songs better. Like
It's
I
an
completely
actual track. Like she went in the studio and took it serious. That's what I call Nicki's track. It's a troll track. You just talking on
yeah,
the track.
it's definitely a troll track, but
You know when
I'm not.
somebody they doing a little beat and then they ask you to rap and then talk crap about somebody, be like, your feet is ugly. Like it was kind of like that, but of course a
Yeah,
more elevated beat and like yeah,
like
it was like that.
she was trying to flame her or something. Like
Right, right,
she was
right.
trying to roast her. Y'all can call me a barb all y'all want. I'm not even in that. Like, so who's really delusional? But
Oh,
anyway, like I'm because I'm about to give Megan her tens in a second if you just let me. But
period.
anyway, Megan is a phenomenal rapper. Nobody's ever taken that away from her. Like she's cute,
Yeah.
she's not like one of these light skinned people. No offense to the to the light skinned community, but like let's just not sit here like people could go tit for tat all they want. Y'all sitting here trying to tell somebody what they can and cannot do. Now I will say Nicki Minaj and every big artist has a platform and she should come out and be like, okay, yeah, y'all taking it too far. Like y'all need to calm down because doxing people is not funny. Swatting people is not funny.
It isn't.
Um, it's not funny at all. And when you have a platform, you do have a responsibility. Like Pierre has a big enough platform to this point where he has a responsibility to not put out misinformation, to be
Right.
sending entertainers to other YouTubers he don't like. That's his responsibility as having a platform. So I do agree when they be like, bars do this, that, and the third, because they do. Like, we not being delusional saying some people go too far, but at the same time, artists talking like, who cares if she talked about her mom? Like, I don't. Like, and if she turned around and talked about her dad or her brother, or that's their business. I'm not even in it for real.
Do you feel
Like,
like it was a fair type of exchange in regards to her saying about the law, and then for her to say you lied on your deceased mother? Do you feel like that was a fair comeback, or does fair
maybe
go out the
not.
window when families get involved in general?
I think fair goes out the window because I think it's kind of crazy. Like season three baddie said, to Megan's Law, yes, it might apply to everybody, and a hit dog will holler, quote unquote.
Mhm.
But they've been talking about that girl husband for so long, like for so long, and she probably just got fed up, to be honest. Because I can't remember the last time Nicki Minaj came on the internet and was like bad. I mean, tripping like that. Like, she really came on the internet tripping for real. I ain't never seen her trip like that in a long time, if ever. Like, she was really tripping. Um, and I don't know why people, like for instance, Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy, somebody
Mhm.
lost their life. Somebody lost their life over all of that. Like King Von lost his life, and to
Right.
this day, people still under his comments talking about Sly for Von, Sly for Von. But
Mhm.
nobody says nothing. Like, y'all don't say nothing about that. I don't see none of y'all sitting up here saying they can't say that. So all of a
Mm.
sudden, I'm just not getting it. It is a double standard between women and men in hip hop, because she ain't even really did nothing for real. Like, if we being honest, like it could be a lot worse. I feel like what happened with Cardi and Nicki is worse than what's happening right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for as far as the other rap girls, I don't see anybody like a lot of recording that conversation was weird, and y'all don't ever say that. That was real weird.
Oh, you
Like,
feel like a lot of the girlies attack Nicki too much when it comes to beefing with other rap girls because they automatically deem her as the bitter one versus actually assessing the situation.
it's pick me. It's real pick me. Like, it's pick me. Now, one thing I will say about
Mm.
Lotto, she did flourish. She did flourish. Like,
She
I can't
very
take
much
that away from
did.
the girl. She did flourish after that conversation. But Nicki been saying for a long time that these other industry people, I feel like they do be boosting the girls up. But as far as what Cass said, yeah, I'm talking to you. Because what do you mean? Megan is not.
Y'all need to stop beefing within each other. I do not
No,
want my entertainers going at it.
it's a playful beef. It's real playful. But never
Okay,
did you sit
okay.
here and
As
say
long
that
as it's playful.
Megan Thee Stallion is not up and coming. You don't be up and coming and work with Beyonce. You don't be up and coming and get Rock Nation. You don't be up and coming and get a Grammy. What are you talking like? Now that was the most delusional thing that she said out her mouth. Because never did you ever just say that. Like, and then as far when Nicki be talking, I'm trying to stick to the topic, but I just been hearing so much crazy shit crazy stuff come out y'all mouth. Like, you, Nicki Minaj, we got a Days Loaf, Young M.A., we had an Eve, we had Miss Diamond Cuts. Y'all never paid them no attention. So how is that Nicki
Not
Minaj's
Miss
fault that
Diamond
they?
Cuts. I'm sorry.
how is that Nicki Minaj's fault that they fell off because y'all decided to listen to Nicki Minaj? It's been plenty of women that's been came in and out. Y'all don't even talk about Dave's Love. We not even talking about how Coyle Ray kind of stole Dave's Love whole flow.
Now, okay, let's talk now.
Like,
come on now.
It's
I agree with
ridiculous.
that.
Like, y'all not even talking about that. Y'all see how sexual Coyle Ray done got? That's Dave's Love, man. Next, like, y'all just be tripping, like, for real. Like, it's not Nicki Minaj's fault that the girls that fell off. It's not. Sorry, like, you know. But
So
like,
you're saying she gets a lot of unnecessary blame for things that it's not just she can't do anything
yes,
about.
but I do agree it did start going downhill when she married that man. Like, it did. Like,
It's actually like I'm telling you, it was really sad to watch because like being there and paying attention to everything, seeing how everything kind of went downhill and like things started to be talked about. It was like It's like watching a house burn down. You're like, oh my god. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like and I know, and now it's about they talking about the men in the comments. I think it's crazy. People be losing their life.
Yeah.
Tupac was getting shot at. Like that's why I think we should all just be glad they just talking because it could be a lot worse. Like,
Yes.
and not gonna lie, Nicki, she was threatening. Like with all, especially when she went to New York and she had, excuse me, all them people at the studio with her, the radio station. Now that was just like I don't feel like that's acceptable because just keep it to rap beef because
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't go to the streets.
it should never go to the streets
I
because
agree with that. I agree
King
with that.
Von should
Especially with
still
them
be
being female
here
rappers.
flourishing. Yeah, like
Especially with
I
them
mean,
being female
even what
rappers.
happened with Foxy and Lil Kim, like that went too
Right.
far. You know what I'm saying? Like that went
Because the
way too
last thing
far.
we need Nicki's boots every time I have boss. Because our girl, she wouldn't last no shake.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she wouldn't like, and I
Look,
do,
Kim
and
has
I do,
heart.
and I do
That bitch.
agree that when you start talking about people's deceased parents, I personally don't like. You should left her out, but who are we to tell her to leave her mom out when she was possibly talking about her husband and stuff like that? No, she's entitled to love who she loves. Like that's not our
Mhm.
business. That's not us fans' business. You know, like I separate the music from the artist, but like some people have been saying, it's hard to listen to her
I
music.
try to do that 100%
Yeah,
too.
it's
I
hard
agree
to
with that
listen to her
100%.
music when you get online, and I had to get off Twitter because I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing Megan, and I think they both throw the rock and hide their hand. Me personally, like I
Mhm.
don't think it's one side is doing more than the other. Like you don't ever know what goes on behind the scenes, uh, and I just think people let's just be real about the situation. These are two people that's into it. You know what I'm saying? The stands are gonna do stand things, but I just feel like and social media is a lot to do with it for real. Like I think social media dragged it out and Kim Barbie, I don't like him. Like he don't know me, but I don't like him. Like I don't care. Like that
Why
man
is the dislike?
just look at him. He look like a gremlin. Like he's disgusting. Like clean it up on aisle three. Like disgusting. I do not like that man. Like, and I don't think it's just. But I do think. I think Cobra was better than his. If we be honest.
I will agree with that. Yes.
Like
Yes.
Cobra, but like was Hope. I
Yes.
don't even think. I don't
Cobra's
know.
rock version is a whole other level, bitch. Let
Yeah,
me tell
it
y'all
is.
something. From all listeners, because y'all, I listen to all types of music. Like, y'all probably think I'm a weirdo if y'all see my playlist. If you guys listen to the alt version of Cobra with the Leave Me Alone in the Dark, I am out in my six. Let me tell y'all something. That's the best version of the song, is the rock version.
No, you're not wrong because I could listen to some Tink and then go to Paramore, Katy
Right.
Perry, and then
Exactly.
we back in the trenches in Chicago, like just like
Exactly.
that, like I just hope the beef will end.
Yes, Green Day, yes.
Do we remember like has there ever been a Nicki? I mean, not a Nicki, but a female collab like a joint album? I've been saying for the longest time, if anybody wants success, do that. Like you could just imagine if like a Megan and a Cardi B would make an album together. People don't do that no more. Like the men have done it. NBA YoungBoy, Moneybag,
Mhm.
Lil Durk, what's that man name? Lil Baby. Like that. I don't know. I'm just really tired of all the extra. I don't like how. I just don't like how it's so one sided. Like I like to see both sides. I
Right.
do feel like Megan should talk about her dad. Just cause talk about her daddy. Like talk
You
about it.
feel like that would be a fair exchange.
That's such a like if y'all know Full Metal Alchemist equivalent exchange. She talked about your dead mom, so talk about her dead dad. Like that's she can have all
We
ranks to
really
talk
have
about it.
taken this beef to a South Central level. They might as well both sign up for Not As TV.
Yeah, but like I just keep saying to people like when you're angry, you can't tell nobody how to act. Like I don't like, and y'all making her
I
seem
have
like
an
too much
idea.
of a
That's just brought an
victim.
idea. Oh, I just got a good idea. Y'all go see soon. That's crazy. I just thought of something. Okay, cool.
Y'all make Megan too much of a victim, and y'all don't even talk about what she did to Kelsey. Now, okay, now I'm gonna get into that just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That Megan was wrong for that. What she did to Kelsey. Now, in my eyes, in my conspiracy head, I think Kelsey did something that night, but that's neither here nor there. But Megan was wrong. Y'all don't like. Come on now, y'all talk about being a girl's girl, but Megan has never been the girl's girl. Like she fall out with everybody. Maybe Nicki too, but that put them in the same boat, correct? Like they can't never keep a rap friend. They can't never, Megan's a nasty individual. I don't know why y'all acting like she's so goody two shoes, and she don't care. Just like Nicki, they don't care. Now I feel like that's why they don't get along because they're alike. I think a lot of the rap girls are alike.
And you think
And
that's why they clash alike?
for sure. And I don't think Nicki's afraid of competition. Come on now. She already has years up on everybody. So for y'all to come up here and say she don't want the new girls to flirt, what sense does that make? As soon as Cardi B came in the game, you seen how all the raps came in. Like
Now, I would say out of all the people she beefs with, Lotto, I think flourished a lot further than a Cardi B did. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I feel like Cardi B stopped.
Lotto when
It's like she gave
Lotto,
up.
yeah, because Cardi B found more money in other avenues. Same thing with the
Right, than
city.
music. That
Yeah,
is
same
true.
thing with the city girls. They found more money elsewhere, so they don't even have a passion for doing music no more. Like,
Which is really sad.
and I don't even think JT is the. I think Izzy on Miami is not JT. But I
Yeah.
always that's a whole deep dive in it of itself. Because when JT was locked up, what was Young Miami doing pregnant? I think people forget about that. Like the girl was
Yes.
tired. Like that's why
And
if
it's
Sexy Red,
crazy because it's like when she came out, it's like one was real passionate about it and the other gave up on it. So yeah, that is interesting.
and the
Yes.
one and the one who was passionate about it got sent to jail.
Right.
Like and same thing with Sexy Red. If she been doing bookings. She's been on tour.
Pregnant and all.
That's raw money. So if she disappeared, I'm not gonna be surprised because like she's probably making the best money in her life because that's raw money coming to her through bookings. We might
Yes.
not even see her no more. Like
Now, say
she
what you want about Sexy, but the bitch is smart. I mean,
yeah,
like, let me tell y'all something.
she's
I know her
hilarious.
bank account is very much fat. Literally, let me tell y'all something. Where she took um, that birthing, the maternity photos, I've used that studio before. I didn't even know she was down here. Like, I could tell she's the type of rap girl. She pinches her pennies. I could tell. That studio was a rinky-dink studio. I've used it for photo shoots before. Um, literally the photographer, I know him. Like I was shocked when those pictures dropped because I looked at the background. I'm like, wait, when she did the little behind the scenes, I'm like, that's the studio's like 30 minutes from me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just insane. All right. Any final thoughts?
I think the final thoughts is I think Nikki is so upset because the bar has been set so low. I do think she has to work harder
Yeah.
than a lot of other people, and it's come easier. It took Nikki like 5-6 years to get a feature with Beyonce. It took Megan like 2. Like it took but I just think y'all don't take it so serious. Like after I get off this live, I'm finna go laugh about something else. It's not that serious.
Period.
Just stream,
Thank
just stream the music, y'all.
Thank you, Hennessy. All right, make sure you guys please hit that like button. Shout out to Dreamy Edmund. He said, hey, PSA, remember this is just commentary. Please do not get in trouble because of Stan Wars and like the video. And I think that's the perfect message to end it off there. All in all, both of them are extremely successful. So them beefing to me is a little dumb because they're amazing in their own right. And I think they're successful in their own right. And I feel like when it comes to certain things with them dissing each other, they shouldn't have to go to the level that they did, especially when it comes to the whole mother situation. I feel like that was a bit too far with the cemetery type of actions. But I do think this isn't going to be the end, unfortunately. So we're probably going to do another live like this one more time. Not even one more time, a couple more times, especially when this kind of develops. Okay, let me know what you guys think down below about this whole situation. Barbs, be nice. Hotties, don't be too hot. Okay, leave your comments down below, and we're out of peace.
No personal.